The color red symbolizes joy in Japan, so Japanese Sekihan, or red bean rice, also has auspicious connotations.
Born to a middle-class Londinium family and growing up in a multicultural neighborhood, Hibiscus is a Victorian sarcasm girl with a heart of gold. Kind and hard-working, she likes to take care of the people around her, especially her younger twin sister, Lava. Now gonna make fun of me for the way I say lava?
Lava?
Lava? Lava?
Why would I?
Do you say lava?
Lava?
People.
I say lava.
American friends on the internet are always like, "Aren't you supposed to lava? LMAO, it's lava."
Lava?
Well, it's really.
I've never heard anyone say lava in my life.
Not lava. Lava.
Lava?
Lava. Yeah, that.
No, it's lava.
Lava? I don't know.
Lava sounds more like something you would say, Miss Mahjong.
Everyone's always making fun of me for being Canadian. And I'm like, first of all, none of
this
you
is why I'll never be Northern Lion.
First of all, none of you have ever heard a real Canadian accent in your life. Second of all, shut up.
Okay.
Anyway. Lava. Fucking lava. Fuck her. Hibiscus is fine, though. Anyway. Hello and welcome to Soulmates, where we talk about all our favorite little guys and all our favorite little games. I'm Ivy Fox. You can find me. I'm mostly playing Deadlock nowadays, sort of obsessively, because my life is otherwise empty. And you can also find this show anywhere you get your podcast app of choice. You can find it on Spotify, you can find it on Apple Podcasts, blah, 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 blah. Wherever you find it, go give us a 5-star review, please. It's very helpful for algorithmic purposes. Please. You can do it right now. You can do it once per episode. And, leave a little comment. Speaking of comments, you can also find us on YouTube, which is a great place to clip funny little moments of the show for your friends. And you can subscribe there, leave a comment, so on and so forth. Maybe someday we'll make more YouTube shorts. Maybe. But until then, joining me as always from across the dining/planning table, it's Ash.
It's me. Hi, I'm Ash. You can find me, only on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. If you try and get in contact with me on a Tuesday or a Thursday, you're cooked. I'm busy. Or you can find me, I don't know, what do I even do now? Playing Cook, Serve, Delicious? Sort of hard to say.
Watching me play Deadlock?
Watching Ivy play Deadlock? Thinking about Rem? Also, I have other things to say, like the fact that I run the show's social media on soul-mates-podcast.tumblr.com. You can send me an ask anytime about anything. Related to the podcast, not related to the podcast. I really don't care. I respond to all of them eventually. I also do this to comments on YouTube, hypothetically, but sort of less consistently. You can support the show at ko-fi.com/ivyfoxart, all one word. Or you can support me, if you like me more, at ko-fi.com/asherlark. Back to you.
Great. Our art is by Rygarden, who you can find on Instagram. Our music, that's by Sueños Electronicos, who you can find on Bandcamp. All of the links to everything is in the description, as always. In this season of the show, we're talking about characters from Arknights and food fantasy in an aromatic blend of sci-fi operators and personified foods. Something like that.
Yeah.
Ash, I think that was maybe our most dissociative intro yet.
Both of us thinking about other things, staring into the middle distance.
I mean, it just kind of had that vibe, you know?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm great. I have my bowl of legally distinct red bean rice. I've got pages of the wiki open. I have
ready to
done
go.
like nothing all day, so I'm primed for podcast.
Primed for doing literally anything. I was telling Ash this earlier, but I spent a lot of today intensely explaining to my mom about all of the gay porn that I work on for my job. Which you can find out about it. Not sponsored.
That cannot be true.
No, that's the real URL. We're not sponsored. That's just some of the freelancing that I've been doing, and I had to explain to my mom the concept of gay Chinese danmei. I use the word porn with plot in a conversation with my mother today, and that's how I'm doing. It was a nice conversation. It was good to hear from her.
Oh my god, that is the real link.
Anyway, so I'm in a good mood to describe weird art.
Awesome.
Yeah. Sorry. Our most dissociative episode yet.
That's really gonna be a hard one to meet, I feel.
No, yeah, probably. Anyway, Eat My Guy?
Eat My Guy. Hey guys, it's time for a segment that I like to call Eating Food Directly Into My Nice New Microphone. But other people call it Eat My Guy. I made, red bean rice. Asterisk. I didn't make Sekihan. Listen, I don't live in an area where it's easy to get, like, adzuki beans, but I did, make classic Louisiana red beans and rice, dish of my childhood, which is just like normal long grain white rice, kidney beans, and I added some sesame for quote unquote authenticity, but I also put in like ground beef and a million other spices because I wanted this to be my actual dinner. So I've already eaten like half of this bowl because we're recording this at like 7 p.m. my time, and so I was like, I need to eat. But nevertheless, my nice new mic picks up lots of noises.
Oh,
like the noise of me getting a perfect bite of red bean, parenthetical and rice.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
What am I supposed to say about this? It's red beans and rice. You ever had beans? You ever had rice?
Damn. Sure is.
It's those two things. Listen, maybe I would have more to say about it if I had made, like, real, authentic Sekihan and not just, like, a dish I've had 1,000 times over the course of my life.
But probably not. Like, Sekihan, I was looking at some recipes, and Sekihan is, like, one of the most just red beans and rice, rice dishes out there. It's literally...
Like, this has meat in it and, like, chicken broth used to cook the rice and, like, you know, is spiced. But all the Sekihan recipes I looked at are just, like, take sticky rice, take adzuki beans, cook them together, add some toasted sesame seeds, and you're good.
Uh-huh.
It's red bean rice.
I went looking for this for a while, and my classic, I live in a major city that has every kind of food, failed me. I couldn't find any place that was serving like an appetizer of red bean rice. At least not any Japanese place. And I really wanted Japanese Sekihan specifically.
That is what they're going for, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of variants of this dish, all across sort of like the East Asian region. But
there's Japanese, Chinese, Korean versions of this.
I couldn't find Sekihan, possibly just because it's not the right time of year. I've definitely like seen it on the menu at Japanese restaurants before. Nonetheless, so I just went to the grocery store and I got some stuff, and it's currently cooking, and I'll eat it after the break. My Sekihan is also going to be not that authentic, because I got the wrong kind of beans because I'm stupid. But I could have gotten Atsuki beans if I was paying more attention. But
you could have. You live in a multicultural city like Hibiscus the Purifyer.
But I'm stupid. But it does have, genuine import Japanese sweet rice. I put some sesame seeds and some sesame oil in there. I'm sure I followed the recipe-ish. I'm sure it'll taste like red beans and rice. We'll see. I don't know.
You can just make red beans and rice. I just put a can of red beans because I don't feel like cooking beans for 3 hours. Just put a can of red beans and 2 cups of white rice in my rice cooker with a mixture of chicken broth and water, and then cooked it for like 20 minutes, and now I have food. It's free. Every culture has this.
I wish that I had gotten some Atsuki beans, just because I haven't had like full Atsuki beans in a while. Like I've had a lot of sort of crushed Atsuki beans in like, treats and stuff. But I haven't had full Atsuki beans in a while, so I kind of wish that I did that, but I didn't because I'm stupid, and I apologize deeply. Anyway, that's our very short.
Eat my guy.
Eat my guy. It's red beans and rice. What do you want from me?
It's red beans and rice. Literally, what do you want from me?
Literally wants.
If you have never eaten any version of red beans and rice in your life, I need you to send me an ask on tumblr.com and explain to me your entire personal history.
I doubt it.
There's no way.
I think you might be. I think if you think this, you might be wrong. Because, I feel like red beans and rice is, what I would make for my baby. So maybe you just had it if you were a baby and you don't remember.
Yeah.
Because you're dumb.
The dumb idiot
Dumbass.
baby.
Yeah, you dumb idiot baby. Should we talk about Sekihan?
Let's talk about the guy.
Yeah, look at my guy. Our new segment.
Look at my guy. It's time for the main part of the podcast. Look at my guy.
Look at my guy.
Pull quote. Everyone has to get along nicely. Hey, can I just say, I scrolled through the quotes and description of this guy extensively, and this is the most boring ass motherfucker I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, she's just like, I love it when people are having a good time.
Mm-hmm. When people don't get along nicely, I get a little angry.
Uh-huh. She's just sort of like vague mom vibes.
She does say, her victory line, which I really like, is, "Master Attendant, did you want to eat these little guys?" I don't know what this means, but I really
eat my guy? Canonical eat my guy?
But every one of her lines is like, "When I saw you were surrounded by happiness. I wanted to stay by your side. Can I be happy? Is there anything you need me to do? I have so many things to talk about with Master Attendant. Come eat red bean rice."
Uh-huh.
What is here?
Master Attendant, did you want to eat my guy?
Master Attendant, did you want to eat my guy?
Eat my guy.
Everyone will see it. Every demographic.
Everyone will eat it. Every demographic. That's how I feel about red bean rice. I've had a variant of red bean rice from so many cultures all across the world. Every demographic.
Every demographic.
Anyway,
the actual guy to look at is Not bad, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
I like her.
I'm pretty
I
fond of this guy.
Is this a bean plant? Is this what bean plants look like? I apologize.
Is this what bean plants
Hang
look
on.
like? Hold on.
Atsuki bean plant.
We literally just Googled the exact same thing.
That's because we're
No.
no. So,
Absolutely not.
So what the fuck is
Answer,
this thing?
Not really at all, no.
Is it? It looks like. What's that weird red? This might be too Ontario for you. What's that weird red spongy plant that you can like make into tea? You find it out in the wilderness over here. It looks like that.
That could be any number of things.
I don't. But is it just red flowers?
I guess so. It is clearly meant to kind of be red beans, but I guess they didn't feel like drawing little bean pods because it's less appealing than having a bunch of red visible beans. But like, this is inauthentic, so points down for this.
Points deducted.
Points deducted from your measure of quality.
I mean, I do think that it's cute. Like, she's got the. I like it when they do the thing, but a little bit more subtle than like clay pot rice, having a clay pot full of rice. She's got the sort of the stark. Oh, actually, hang on. Zoom in on that woman. Zoom in on her robe. It's really hard to see. But her robe has like a faint pattern on it that's like a sort of really geometric floral pattern that makes it look like little pieces of rice. Wait, hang on. That's sick as hell, actually. But she's got sort
the
of
red
like
beans.
She's got the rice. She got the red beans. She got the rice. Like, what more do you want from her?
What more do you want?
Again, it's not super explicit. It's just like a really nice, elegant portrayal of a personification of a food, if you will.
Yeah, I like this subtle pattern on the robe just because this feels like it makes it feel sort of nice and expensive to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
This kind of like just barely there, just a little bit of visual texture. And it also makes it far more interesting to look at than just like a plain cream robe. Even if you have nice, like, fabric texture and shadows on it and you've drawn clothes good, it's still like, oh my god, a blank expanse of cream, just off-white forever. Help.
I do I do like the way that she's sort of drawn and shaded, though. It really does like bring to mind a sort of like classical Japanese illustration of a woman posed for posed to be illustrated. I really like.
She's a shrine maiden. She's a new year.
Yeah, I really like that. Like for the most part, like there's no black lines on this. All of the lines of this nice sort of like soft brown, even the darker ones, just sort of gives it sort of like a nice, like washed out in a good way kind of feeling. Again, she's very like posed for a photograph here. Which feels very pleasant. There's not much to her, but like, there's lots of details. You can see like the difference in the texture between like the lining of her take a stab and say it's a kimono. With this red that has sort of like the shiny damask. You can see that the damask is shiny on it. And it's just like, her face is reasonably nice. This kind of like red, white, green with like highlights of gold in this little ribbon of purple, which I assume is a festival thing.
Some kind of thing. I don't know enough to say, but this feels right.
Anyway, it's really nice. It's really simple. It looks good. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I like that her this stool that she's sitting on interacts with her robe a little bit. It's just a nice touch whenever the two things in the illustration are like meaningfully connected in any way.
Yeah.
Even the fact that this plant that she's sitting underneath does cast some shadows on her is important, as well as like the branch that she's holding and this ribbon tied to it also casts shadows across her shoulder, which is nice. I do have to say, and I'm very fond of this, her headdress, this hood that she's wearing, it's a bean that's cracked open after being cooked.
It's a bean.
And she's in there.
She's in the bean.
And she's in the bean.
Get in the bean.
Put a fucking huge bean on the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
know.
that she's a bean.
I love that she's a bean. You're not wrong.
Thank you for
There's
being
also...
a bean.
Thank you for being a bean. There's also this like thing, this sort of like knotted rope dangling from the bottom edge of the purple cloth that just sort of seems to have a bean on it, just like a big old bean.
Wait, hold on.
Again, it might be something specific, but to me, that just looks like a big old bean.
Thank you for being a bean.
Thank you for being a bean.
Travel down the road and back a bean.
Sorry.
Great, that's all I have to say about her.
Yeah, basically. She looks nice. It's a really nice illustration. It's really simple. I love like
She's a bean.
I love the symmetry between like the plant in the top right and her the print of the plant on her robe in the bottom left. That looks really nice. It's just like a nicely composed, cute little image.
In her ascended image, this is one of the most like dramatic transformations that we've seen, I feel like, for a food fantasy character. Even though she's in completely the same outfit, she is like now, I don't know, ascending into heaven?
I can't tell if she's
escaping the cycle of samsara?
Oh, wait, maybe the bean in the previous one is one of these red tassels.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But it looks so... Oh, it's the two red tassels. But it looks so much like a bean. In the previous one, it looks so much like a bean. They did it on purpose. Do people do things on purpose in art? That's fucked up.
She's also, in this image, surrounded by plants that are even less like bean plants.
Yeah.
These are just red flowers.
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't know I don't know why heaven is sending down its ribbons to capture her.
Yeah, to get her.
But like, aside from that,
I
just
fulfilled
looks like
my duties on this earth.
And now I ascend to Buddhist heaven.
They're telling me, thank you for being a bean.
Shit, is that how you escape from the cycle of samsara?
Be a bean?
You just have to be a bean? You just gotta be a bean? Really makes me
think. Put a fucking huge bean as a hood.
I think the idea here is that like it's festival time and there's festival ribbons and such, and she's just skipping down this stone path. But it is like
she's summoning her stand. Like, I don't know.
She does look kind of derpy in this one. Like in the first one, she's very composed. In this one, her face is sort of like boy.
Her face is also much smaller in this image, so it is like less pixels in order to be a bean. And she's just like completely, she's zonked.
She is. She maybe had a little bit too much rice wine at the festival. And now she's,
red beans and rice.
Ooh.
Anyway, I'm I don't hate whatever's going on here. I think it's a nice image. I think it's composed pretty well. I am fascinated by this like branch of bean flower question mark that appears to just have been flung off to the side and is like on the left side of the image on her sleeve. That's just a whole like stalk that's
Oh.
separate from the plants that just is like over there. What's up
Yeah,
with
and
that?
it's just like pinned to her sleeve. I don't
Or
know.
like I have no idea.
I'm sort of fascinated by the thing that she's holding in her hand, which is like a sprig of bean flowers.
Mhm.
But then like
Ambiguous bean.
also like a bunch of ribbons and
Yeah, I mean it's just
the
the
but
thing
the
that she was
but
holding in the last image, but the ribbons are untied.
oh, okay. I do know what this thing is. I just didn't recognize it with the ribbons all like layered up like that. Okay. All right, I understand. But the thing that gets me is that the ribbons aren't sort of like visibly attached to the stick in any
No.
sort of noticeable way. And so like the best you can get is that she's sort of pinching them on there, which seems uncomfortable. But mostly it just sort of looks like the ribbons are sort of magnetically attached to this stick.
Yeah.
That being said, I think that like I, something I don't know. That's a little bit messy. I do like the
Mhm.
bottom of. I don't really know what this pose is with her legs. It's a little freaky.
Yeah.
But I do like getting to see more of her outfit. I like that you can like see the lining a little better, and you can see her inner robe, and she's wearing
Mhm.
these big pants, which are very stylish.
Hell yeah.
Um, I like the posing of her arms in this sort of like I don't know how to describe it. It looks nice.
She's jubilant.
She's jubilant. She's having a jubilant time at the festival, being summoned into heaven for being a bee.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I don't know. The overall image is like it's a nice image. It's like composed nicely. I love everything is sort of pointing you up and like bringing you up to heaven in this really
Don't
pleasant way.
understand.
Like her hands are pointing you up, the branches are pointing you up, her knees are pointing you up. Everything's like look up.
Mhm.
And then you go to ribbon.
See the face of God.
Yeah. Then you get 5 ribbons in Koi Koi and go to heaven. It's
Oh,
not
that's what's happening.
it's not a very good hand.
But it
But
takes you to heaven.
it takes you to heaven. But I don't know. But it looks nice. It's still
This set of
nicely
images
illustrated.
is so strange to me. It is just like the first image I feel like is quite well done. But once you combine it with the second image, it does just feel like they went for like suggestion of various things about the woman
Uh-huh.
and like didn't really commit. They were
Uh-huh.
like, okay, she's like a shrine maiden and it's like the new year and there's beans involved, but we want them to be visibly beans and so we have to do this thing with them. And she's like, she's very nice and she's very pious, and so then we'll just sort of put a bunch of accoutrement around the images that suggest these things,
Uh-huh.
and then that's a guy.
I honestly I okay,
It's
I'm
red
starting,
beans and rice. What more do you want from me?
I'm starting to land on what bothers me. I actually think that like the heavenly rays of light kind of bother me here.
What? No.
It's just they really draw your eye up to nothing in particular. And honestly, if you kind of like if you cut her off at like the shoulders, I actually really like there's a portion of this image that has a more grounded background, which is her at night with the snow falling as she walks through like the winter. Oh, maybe this is red clover? That might be what it is. That's
Red clover.
let me look at an image of red clover.
No.
No,
But that is a bean.
you don't think so?
No.
Maybe not. Anyway, um, but the snow is falling against this this nightscape, and I think if the heavenly rays weren't there and we just
Mm-hmm.
had this like blue background sort of contrasting nicely with her like bright white robes, I think that would work better for me. I think I would be a lot more
Mm-hmm.
complimentary on this
What if
image,
she was normal?
even though it's a pretty small change. The heaven descending is too much.
It is too much. It freaks me out. I don't know what the deal is with this, and I'm not fond.
She's gonna climb to heaven on one of those ribbons, like
Oh
the
my
spider's
gosh.
thread.
And this will happen, and there will be no problems.
Uh huh. And then some people will try to climb up after her, and she's like, as long as no one gets mad.
Mm-hmm. If you're not nice to each other, I'm gonna cut this rope and
We're
we
gonna
all go
go,
down.
yeah, we all go down to hell.
But like, hey, can I sell you on an image that's really good?
Is it, um, Ginkgo blessings?
It's Ginkgo Blessings.
I agree. I think Ginkgo blessings whips.
This shit is awesome. Okay, come with me on a beautiful journey. Let's look at the image. Let's start at the bottom, because we need to address these fucking shoes that she's wearing.
Yeah.
She's wearing Gaeta, but with like a weird sort of leather bracer on part of her foot, which is great, and I'm down with it.
Sick.
Her pants are this like dark green teal with a white ginkgo pattern, and then her robe is the classic Sekihan white robe, but instead of having the beans on it, she has these ginkgo leaves. And she's got multiple layers of the robe. The lining of the robe is either this sort of pale autumnal gold or a dark brown. And then you go up, you see these patterns continuing. You can see that there's a different pattern on the inner robe as there is on the outer robe, which I really, really like. And then you see a third pattern come in on this, like, third layer of garment that she has.
Yeah,
But
I
she's
think
got
I think
these,
it's
these
an inner robe and then a shirt and then an outer robe.
yeah, the shirt. But she's got these tassels that are like straw or something like that. But they're in the shape of these ginkgo leaves. Um, and then these lovely gold patterns above them. She's got this giant bough of ginkgo leaves as well as her classic bean stick. Um, and then you come up to her face and she's just sort of framed by these golden ginkgo leaves. She's got this very subtle, but she's got little yellow nails. And then the background is just a gorgeous, like,
Uh-huh.
it all comes together in this like pale yellow as well as this darker sort of tawny gold, and then occasional accents of this dark green teal, and it's just like, whoa,
Yeah,
I think it's really good.
can I point out some stuff that I really like?
Yes, absolutely.
One, I love these dark green accents. They look so nice.
Mm-hmm.
This like teal and gold thing is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
You got a little bit of red, you got a little bit of blue, but mostly it's just this sort of teal, white, gold. Feels very officious, feels very celestial. It's really, really pretty. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I love the way that this is framed. I love that there is
Mm-hmm.
no background except inside of this shrine gate.
Yeah,
Which like
absolutely.
does a lot for making this image feel otherworldly, very sort of like stepping into the spirit realm kind of stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um and I actually honestly I really really like her expression and posing in this one. The way that
Mm-hmm.
she's delicately holding her like branch of flowers while she sort of like brushes aside the gate decor, and walking towards you gives it this very sort of like, well, I see you found your way to my shrine, wary traveler
She's
kind of
already
energy.
ascended.
Yeah. and it's really nice. It's this really like captivating energy, and you're right that this outfit fucking kills. Oh my god, the skirt is it's just got layers and layers, and they're all
Yeah,
so pretty.
absolutely.
Um, it's skirt, inner robe, shirt, outer robe, you know, so beautiful, so many cute little things. I love how there's like, again, there's 3 different patterns of on her various layers. I guess there's 4, and all of them do a ginkgo leaf thing in a slightly different way.
Yeah.
2 of them are more of like a floral thing, and then her shirt has this sort of like rolling hills, but in the shape of the ginkgo leaves. And then the final, well, there's lots to love here. I love the way this image is painted, the sort of thick brushstrokes that make up the shrine while she's like has so much detail. Again, is good just like level of detail. Makes it feel very otherworldly. And then these ginkgo leaves, presumably on trees, in the background above her, the way they kind of look like they're like wood block printed on,
yeah, absolutely,
is like so pretty. They're
like
gorgeous.
Just metallic stamps on top of the image, which is so fantastic.
Yeah, it draws to mind a lot of like traditional Japanese woodblock printing I've seen. It's really pretty. Great image. High 5. Thumbs up.
Fucking great image. I love ginkgos, and so I'm predisposed to like this one a lot. But they really just execute it phenomenally. I still don't understand what the fuck her deal is, and this has not elucidated it to me in any way. But I mean, I do understand what her deal is. I just wish there was more to it, I suppose.
They just really
I understand exactly what her deal is, and that's what the problem is.
They take a visual motif in this one, and they just run with it like as hard as possible. Yeah. And
it's just such a beautiful buffet of pattern and texture.
Yeah.
Kill! I listen, the woman in this image does not matter to me basically at all. You could put anybody in this outfit and this background, and I would be like, yay! This doesn't tell me like anything about her, but I really am very, very fond of it. Go, bean girl, go.
Go, bean girl, go. Be a bean.
Thank you for being a bean.
Thank you for being a bean.
I'm always saying this about her.
Thank you for being a bean.
Should we talk about Guy from Arknights?
We should talk about Guy from Arknights. It's Hibiscus the Purifier. It's
Yay!
It's the hibiscus that looks good, instead of the other hibiscus, who I don't like very much. No offense to hibiscus, but hibiscus
she's normal as fuck. The other hibiscus is just like a normal girl.
Yeah, Hibiscus the Purifier.
This hibiscus has swag.
Yeah, she has swag for days. Where do we start? First of all, I appreciate any Arknights guy who is not blue.
True.
Shout out to not having any blue. I think this outfit is great. Look at these shoes. First of all, look at these pump ass pumps. Big thick heels, really shiny.
This is a shoes appreciation podcast.
I
always want to look at the shoes on a guy.
I always want to look at the shoes. And it's like, God, I feel like they're hitting the sort of like thick brushstroke Arknight style really, really well here, with like her sort of like coat, the outer tails of her coat. I guess her coat has tails. Being these sort of like big, thick, they almost look like demon wings because she's a demon girl. Looking great. I'm just moving up the image, and then she's you can see she's got this great coat. I love the little like asymmetrical clips on the coat, which wait, why are these here? Like, why are there clips on her coat this low but not higher up? Who can say?
Who can say?
She's
got the double-breasted buttons higher up. It's fine.
I guess. Anyway, she got like a fun little sexy stocking leg thing, kind of cool. Her stocking situation does kind of explode my mind. It's like one. First of all, her stockings are asymmetrical, but second of all, she has black stockings on over top of sheer stockings, except on the sort of sexy belted black stocking. You can see
it's just
through
skin.
to her skin. So the sheer stocking isn't there. So is the sheer stocking just
has to be a part of the garment?
Yeah.
It's the same garment, but it's got two different fabrics.
I think she's wearing shorts. I think so.
It's really hard to sort of tell because I think they gave her the strangest little bit of thigh gap I've ever seen. I was gonna say,
it's
really bothering me.
I hate this little piece of. It's like a tiny, like it's like 64.
It's like someone took out one jigsaw piece from the middle of the puzzle.
She's got thick thighs and they are touching, and then they're like, no, we gotta get in there with a knife and
just like carve
it out. I think she's wearing shorts. That makes the most sense to me. Otherwise,
there's no way that this is a panty shot. She's wearing shorts.
Yeah.
And that's
otherwise,
just, like,
otherwise,
insane thigh gap.
Yeah. Otherwise, the skirt would be like not a skirt. Anyway, and then she's got. What is going on with her shirt? Classic Arknight's activity. What? How many garments is this garment? And how the fuck is it layered? Is the black part of the shirt the same garment as the purple part of the shirt?
I'm gonna say yes.
I would agree, I think. But it looks like a jacket over a vest, right?
Right.
So it's... But she also has a jacket. Really makes one think.
What a world we live in.
Anyway, I like the oh my god, the pleats. I like the pleats on this weird vest jacket thing. She got look at her little tie knot little guy. That's
know.
Cute. And then this like flash of bright pink on her breast with the hibiscus.
She's got the hibiscus flower.
It's a nice outfit. It's a very Arknight's outfit. It's kind of a crazy outfit, but it's good. I like it. I
just like I was not actually super impressed by looking at her the first time I saw her. I was like, oh okay, it's fine. She's a guy from Arknights. But taking a closer look at this image and doing some deep reading on it, I'm actually really, really quite fond of it. Say what you will about the stocking situation, which I agree is dire, but I do love the tiny bit of texture on these sheer tights.
Yeah, that's really nice.
It's just like really, really delicious whenever they do this. The whole thing is in this kind of in-house signature Arknight style, which can be a little bit, which can ping pong a little bit between like really well defined and quite sketchy at different points. I'm okay with this. I'm choosing to ignore most of it for the sake of being kind. Not that we're necessarily always kind on this podcast, but I think that the ideas here are really great. I don't think the way that they're executed hinders them that badly. So my personal qualms with the fact that some of it looks super artifacted and some of it doesn't is irrelevant.
Yeah.
I need to talk about her weapon.
I need
It's a big flute.
Is it a flute? Because it looks
I think so.
Oh, okay. You can see that. Weird. Okay. So here's the thing: is you can see that like the hole that you blow the flute hole that you blow over is like it's there, and there's this big sort of Sailor Moon-ass spiky thing coming off of it. But also, like clipped onto her flute is like a recorder mouthpiece. And that's throwing me. Is it like a have they in the future, in the sci-fi future of Arknights, have they invented like multimodal woodwinds? Like what's going on here?
I don't know, but I really like it. I love
agree.
when a guy has just an extremely strange weapon.
Uh-huh.
Regular normal hibiscus has absolutely zero of this juice.
Yeah,
Um,
Hibiscus has no swag, no offense.
she just has like a regular staff. But this like sun and moon motif looking ass flute thing with a separate reed and whatever the fuck is going on with it is so awesome to me that I can forgive her weird fucking gloves. Um,
She has
she has the gloves that I hate. I
wait,
don't care.
wait.
She
Hang
has a
on,
big
hang on,
flute.
hang on, hang on. On one side, her gloves, her right hand,
Finger only.
yeah, her right hand gloves are like glove is like normal, and then her left
Mm-hmm.
hand glove is like fingies only. It doesn't even
Yeah,
extend
it's
to the
only
thumb.
above the knuckle.
What the fuck? Why
And also she
asymmet-
has a ring for her
Yeah,
for her special disease. But
she's a marriage ring.
mhm.
Wait, no, that's her.
It's on the
middle
wrong finger because it's for her special
Yeah.
disease.
Um. Anyway, I like this outfit because it has a very like, um. What am I trying to say? She looks like it takes the concept of like being dressed to perform at a recital,
Mhm.
and then just like fucks around with it and makes it a little bit more
Yeah,
punk and a little
absolutely.
sexier, and that's fun to me. Like she is wearing this like this double-breasted jacket and like these nice shoes, and sort of like this very kind of muted sort of black and purple color scheme, and then she's like, what if we throw in a little some weird belts and some sort of sexy accoutrement
Yeah.
just to fuck up, just to fuck it up. And I'm like, I appreciate that. I
I think
think
that
it's
the fabric texturing all around, despite my few qualms with sort of the in-house style, is really quite nice.
yeah.
I love these like weird layered like skirts inside of this coat for no reason. I love the way that these inexplicable belts on her three-piece shirt vest thing, pinch at the fabric. I think that's great. I
Yeah.
love that she just has this big long kimono in the Western fashion sense. This big long robe that like she just drapes over her outfit and then it gradually becomes spiky and weird.
Uh-huh.
And super duper like Bayonetta shit. I really, really am fond of it. I don't know. I think that there's a lot to appreciate here, and it is crazy that this comes out of Hibiscus, who is again the most normal girl in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
We're not talking about her. We'll have to talk about her during a different episode. But she's drawn in a whole other art style also.
I feel like a classic bit. I feel like her boobs look very good and very comfy.
Yes, agreed.
A lot of motherfuckers fuck the shit out of how like women with boobs, especially women with like fairly large boobs. She's probably like a C cup. How their boobs look in like women's cut shirts. And her boobs look very comfy. It looks nice. I appreciate her sort of body proportions in general. She's nicely proportioned. She's not too like horrifically skinny. Not that, I mean, people are all kinds sizes, but you understand. And she just like, it looks like a comfortable, nicely tailored shirt. Which is very, very pleasant for me.
And then I think her pose is quite nice. Hold on, let me finish this bite of food I took in the middle of you talking.
Yeah,
I think her pose is quite nice. She's got she's got her big ass flute and her flute case. But she looks in just sort of a subtle contrast to her original look. She looks refined and prepared and confident. Which is very nice. I think her pose and expression are very effective in communicating the thing which we want to communicate, which is that, like, what if Hibiscus, the girl, was like a whole adult and
Uh-huh.
like good at her job now.
Yeah.
And also, she's going to play the flute for you and kill you.
she's got her case. She's holding her flute at the ready. She's like, I'm ready to fuck it up anytime. I also think
She's
that,
ready to fuck it up anytime.
I also think that the keys are in the wrong place, aren't they? Shouldn't the keys be rotated 45 degrees? Like, aren't the keys on the top of the flute? And so if you blow into this from that hole, then the keys would be on like the side, which is weird.
I have never handled a flute in my life.
Googling flute.
Flute how it work? Flute, what it do?
Show me a flute. I guess they're
Computer,
kind of
show me
angle.
images of flutes.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter because you're just sort of cheating the buttons to the camera. But if you inspect it for long enough, it does look a little weird. But that's okay. Anyway,
because it's sick as fuck.
Yeah. Bond up. Nope.
She can do anything she wants forever.
Elite 2.
Elite 2.
Elite 2. First words out of my mouth when I looked at this, when I was previewing this, flower demon. What if a flower was a demon?
What if a flower was a demon?
What if a flower was a demon? Cool. Look at this big fucking spooky hand coming out from under this massive hibiscus
I do
flower.
love the, like, I do love the background quite a lot. I love the big flower. I love the spooky hand. I love the sharp cogs. And then the big fucking scary horns that are all just hidden behind, like, yay! Wahoo!
Yeah!
Hashtag girl!
I love all this, like, dark space shit, like, in the background, but then she's just, like, perfectly framed by this just, like, massive hibiscus flower. And it's really cute.
And then she's got, like, this sort of weird, creeping, veiny shadow under her.
Yeah. Awesome. Fucking sick as fuck.
Really, really.
I love her billowing hair here. I love how it's sort of basically the same pose, but like a little bit more evolved. Like she's sort of in motion here in a way she's not. It looks very directly like she's you know taken a couple steps. It feels like a solid evolution from the first image in a nice way. There's nothing really like, oh, she is wearing a skirt. But a weird skirt, parenthetical, weird.
All of her clothes are 2 or more parts.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like they do this a lot in Arknights, where like people's clothes look very different at slightly different angles. Anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless, you know, I like her face here more than in the first one. In the first one, she's a little scary for me. Sorry.
I like that she's scary in the first one.
But yeah, it's nice. I don't really know how I feel about this, like this sort of like swirl of galactic energy, like coalescing around just like a random part of the flute.
I know,
like, it's not even coalescing around like the mouthpiece or like the center of this weird like semicircle spiky thing. It's just like a random spot and then there's this big swirl and she's looking at it like, wow, colors.
Wow, colors.
Wow, Super Mario Galaxy for the Nintendo Wii.
Yay. I think that the way that this image is painted is really lovely, and I think the background is really lovely. I can take or leave her in this image, honestly.
Fuck her.
Fuck her. No, I mean, I think she looks good, because she just looks basically the same as she did in the previous image, except she's moved slightly. I like her scary better, but that's a matter of personal preference. I also don't know how I feel about the galactic blast centering around just the middle of the flute. Just sort of a random point on it. And like, you know, I think that it's composed fine. I like the way that you know, she interacts with this shadow beneath her. And I think that her coat goes in 2 perfectly acceptable directions. and I like the way that her hair is rendered, but like, I can take or leave it. I wish that this was a more interesting, like, evolution of what she's doing, rather than just being like, and here's me again, but with a cool demon.
Yeah, I agree with you that I wish that she was doing more. Like, just make her play the fucking flute, dumbass.
Just make her play the damn flute.
Let her put down her damn briefcase. Like, come on. it's tired. She's tired. I actually appreciate. I feel like they've done sort of like rotating her body by 20 degrees very well. I think she looks good. I'm quite fond of the hair. I think the hair looks great. It forms fun.
The hair looks fantastic.
Sort of fun claw shapes. Bits of it sort of catch on her shoulder and her clothes. I feel like this image is composed well, in the sense, I don't know how I feel about this galactic swirl, but it does sort of like drag you around the various elements of the image nicely. The whole thing has a nice sense of movement. I don't mind her. I do wish that she was doing like literally anything else. I wish that she was doing literally anything. Also, like, speaking of, it's weird that now she's wearing a skirt. But also it's weird that her bad glove is now like even worse. And
I know.
It's like there's no way that's a glove.
It's 4 different
she's
gloves.
She's just wearing 4 finger cots.
You can see in the first image that they're like
that they're
connected. Seem to be connected.
Yeah, but in this one they're literally just finger cots.
Who knows? I feel like these I could be wrong, but I feel like these images may be done by not just one person.
Possibly.
Either, but created by a team of people, or just like a slightly different artist between them. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Does this one have... It has a single illustrator.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the illustrator
credited.
who does all of the guys ever?
Yeah, the guy who does all the guys.
Shimono-kun, who just does like all of them?
When did she release? Where do you find this?
Oh, Shimono-kun also did OG Hibiscus. Okay, Shimono-kun just has like a totally strange and conflicting art style at different times.
Anyway,
that's fair.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Girl, why you...
I think I prefer her base image to this, just because I like, even though this is doing cool stuff, I think that it has very little novelty, whereas the base image is such an exciting evolution from Hibiscus.
Yeah, I agree. This one is like, it's sort of both at the same time. Like, it's not an interesting enough evolution, and also sort of like at the same time is almost doing too much. It's like it's not that. That's the wrong way to phrase it. It's disconnected in that way, right? Like, it's doing all this cool stuff, and it's doing all this cool stuff for no reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
And then we move on to a really, really weird image.
You don't like this one? What is this one called?
Romance no.
Overflow.
I never said that I didn't like it. I just said it was very weird.
She's sitting in the train, and she's like,
step into my visual novel.
I will say, like, initial impression is that, like, her body has become scary in this one.
This is sort of a scary birthday art type image.
It is kind of a Mahjong Soul.
You understand what I mean? Like, it's not art. Because the scary birthday art is like bad. And this I would not describe as like technically bad. It is scary birthday art.
It is kind of there's probably a better word for this, but I can't think of it. It is kind of like overlit in that way, where it's like every single surface Except her, kind
Oh
of.
my
Except
God.
her sometimes. Every single surface has, like, a million different, like, variations of dappled lighting effects on it. And it's, like, it's kind of overwhelming. And
I'm looking at it and
just,
it's
like,
scaring me.
there's so much here.
I'm looking at the motes of light, which are by these brass instruments on the right, and that are highlighting it. And then I'm looking at the window, and I'm looking at the bright light coming through the window, and also the sparkles that are highlighting everything around there, and the sparkles that are highlighting the flowers, and then the dappling light on her skirt, and the dappling light on the benches, and the dappling light on everything, and then the sparkles that are everywhere, and then the motes of light that are everywhere. I'm scared.
The dappling light on the benches is crazy. That looks fucking insane for no reason.
And then you get to her, and it's like, I'm a flat image.
Yeah, and she's like, hello, I'm 2D Mita.
I'm a visual novel character, and this is my visual novel background.
Welcome to 2D Mita.
Welcome to 2D Mita.
It's like, but also her body has become scary. Her, like, it's hard to see because, like, she's wearing a skirt, but I feel like if you look at her legs too long, her legs are too long, right?
Listen, to me, the problem is not that her legs are too long. The problem is that they, like, have shaved down her hips.
Yeah, I know. She got no hips now. It kind of looks like her legs just kind of snake all the way up to her waist, which is scary. And then her boobs are like a different shape. I mean, she's just wearing a different top. But, like, it noticeably, I was like, in the first image, the boobs are nice. And I commented this, and I went and looked at all the other images. And I was like, in the second one, the boobs are also nice, FYI. But in this one, the boobs are different, and she looks scary. Also, I'm just sort of processing this now. Hang on, I will find Ash an image. But she is wearing the same outfit that Caitlyn from League of Legends is wearing.
You have to get me an image.
It's like this splash art.
There are parts of this
fun.
while you're looking for this. There are parts of this that are absolutely on some Infinity Nikki shit. Like the actual sort of like train of the dress, which is underneath her skirt for sort of impossible reasons. Has all of these, I mean, the billion particle effects on it. It's got all of this like glitter and like 5 different layers and a patterned lining, but also a like plain part and a sparkly part, and this is very Infinity Nikki core to me. You would wear this outfit and be like, and here are my billion lighting effects that are going to destroy your whole computer. And then the top of her outfit is like, I'm from Arknights.
Anyway, just I sent it to you in Discord.
Oh,
it's just
absolutely.
The top, it's not really the skirt, but the top of the dress is like absolutely this like belt, and then like purple over the boobs, and then like white frilly bit in the middle.
100%.
Like she's just cosplaying Caitlyn from League of Legends, which is really scary to me as someone who's played a lot of League of Legends. Doesn't like to think about it.
Only Deadlock.
Only Deadlock. I like the flower on her shoulder is really scary to me.
Yeah.
For inexplicable reasons.
No, I understand. Also, she's evolved to a bassoon.
She has a really fucked up bassoon that has like a pretzel on it. I don't know what's up.
And her carrying case is not big enough for it.
And she has a notebook that just says Hibiscus, and the notebook has 30 lighting effects on it.
And also, like a couple of sheets of paper that are very strangely proportioned and too small.
Wait, they are really... Wait, what the fuck? And then, one of my favorite details in this is that, like, from the horns are these sort of, like, ethereal bars of music, except they have these little golden notes that look like shit. They're just, like, so weird. They look like a particle effect from, like, Psychonauts, in the way they look like they're trying to be kind of kooky and weird. Like, I don't...
Why is it
It's
so
such-
crooked? I'm
this
looking
image
at
has
these
such a
two eighth
weird
notes that have been
vibe.
just repeated twice on the very right side of the image, and it's the exact same really fucked up eighth note.
Uh-huh. Even this lamp
What
is
is the
kind of
deal?
scary. Like, it's just like a
There's
little
just one
wonky
sharp-
for no reason. Like,
Oh my god.
I don't know.
There's an even crunchier set of eighth notes up at the top.
Yeah. Look at how crunchy that very top eighth note is.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
I don't...
And then look at how the
I think that the
glitter is on
flavor
these
text-
roses. Like, holy shit.
Oh my god. I think the flavor text for this image is like pretty sweet, which is just like, oh, she got an opportunity to go on a sightseeing train. It's very important to her as a sarcasm and as an infected. It means her struggles have all been meaningful. And I'm like, that's sweet. That's nice. Why does it look like that?
It's so scary.
It's
like
this would be such an effective, to me, like this would be such an effective like genre pastiche if you did it with some kind of intention and
Right.
meaning. But instead you just made her so scary.
Yeah, like, she's not even that scary. Like, you know, she's a little... They made her a little bit scary, but she's mostly
Her circumstances
fine.
terrify me.
But, like, this is the rare image where, like, the guy is, like, fine. But the background is crazy. It's so scary. Why is it
so weird?
If you look at the very sort of like top middle rows, this like grid of sparkles on it is like is scary. Ah,
That's scary, and I'm scared.
I'm so scared. Why does she have so many layers? Where do they all come from? What the fuck
There's a
is
bunch of
happening?
things I feel like about this image that we haven't even acknowledged, but I don't really want to. I'm out. Not because they specifically upset me, but just because I'm done looking at it. It's frightening.
We can stop. This has been a long first segment anyway. Great. Numbers?
Woof. Numbers.
Okay,
Oh
let's
my
go back to
God. Welcome
Sekihan.
back, Sekihan. Holy
Hi,
shit.
Sekihan. Hi.
Oh my god, it's so
Whoa.
nice to see you.
It's good to see you. How cute is this woman? Not
How cute
very.
is this woman? I don't think she's that cute.
I don't think she's. I could This is my starting offer. I could comfortably give her a 0, and this is no offense to her. She's just kind of like an auntie, you know?
Mm-hmm. I want to give her a 1 because I think it's cute that she's a bean.
Honestly, thank you for being a bean.
Thank you for being a bean. I'm looking at her bean hood, and I'm looking at how she's a bean, and I'm like, that's cute. None of
Okay.
the rest of it is, but that's cute.
One cute. You putting this in the sheet?
One
for me?
cute. I'm writing it.
Okay, great.
We're all good.
Appeal.
Um,
I don't know. Like a little bit. But like
she's normal.
she's really normal.
Like, straight up.
Uh-huh. She is just like, everyone be nice.
I mean, by definition, I feel like she's super appealing if, like, she's a 3 or above,
Is
right?
she?
I
Carry on.
The mere sight of her makes one feel happy.
I guess so. Even the most boisterous of children get red in the face and shy when they see her. That doesn't sound very appealing.
That's true. She's stern.
She's stern. She gets weirdly fixated on things. She's constantly bullying you, and she's the kind. She's like, you know, she's like your mom's sister, who's like, "Are you having a good time? Why are you having a good time? What's going on? Are you okay? Da 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 da.
Are you okay?
You know?
Are you having a good time? Are you having a good time? Are you okay?
She's like a little bit of a nag, which is like fine. This is like a vibe, but I don't know if she's like conventionally appealing.
Maybe she's just a 3.
I could settle for a 3. You know, she's nice. She's constantly feeding you good food. She's sort of pretty. She's sort of charming in her own quirky way. I Three is fine. 1, 3, Kinsey.
I
Oh,
think
her
she
garment
only
is
loves Buddha.
her garment is a shiramuku.
Oh, I see. That
That's
is
wrong.
like
It
right
literally,
there, and we
literally said it right
didn't
there.
say it.
Uh-huh.
I think she only loves Buddha.
Uh-huh. Does this... Oh, but a shiramuku is a type of kimono. Okay, I'm good. Does only loving Buddha... Here's sort of an interesting question we can all sort of ponder. Does only loving Buddha make you a Kinsey X?
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
She's cultivated her Kinsey score to an X.
She's escaping the cycle of same-sex Sarah.
She's escaping the cycle of same-sex Sarah. That's fine. I think she has sort of like, never gets married aunt vibes. She's just like your aunt. You know your aunt who like never has a partner? She's your aunt,
yeah.
I've had aunts like this.
Unlike, I'm not gonna say that. Unlike some aunts who never get married because they're like,
Yeah. Okay.
She just loves the Lord.
3X.
Fun.
How
cute is Hibiscus the Purifier?
Sorry. 3X is just Organization 13.
Hold on 1 second. This is very important.
Uh-huh. How cute is
Shake
Hibiscus? We can't do this every episode. How cute is Hibiscus the Purifier?
Hard question.
She played the flute.
She did play the flute.
I think
they did put her in the most archetypally cute sort of situation you could possibly be in, but I didn't like it when they did that.
I do think that she has to be less cute than Hibiscus. Not that we've done Hibiscus, but if you look at Hibiscus, you were saying this earlier. If you look at Hibiscus, she's got like the schoolgirl skirt and the sneaks, and in her one outfit, she's got like the big puffy coat and the little doll, and it's like she's cute. But as you were saying, Hibiscus the Purifier is like, this girl is now a woman. And I think that makes you less cute. I don't think she's like entirely uncute. She's sort of she's excited to be here. She's excited to play the flute. I think despite the weirdness of her Elite 2, I think she's got some cute aspects in this. I don't know. I would maybe give her a 2. I could drop down to a 1. I'm debating with myself whether
I think a 2 is where I'm happy to land with her. Because she's got this whole flower theme, which is pretty like, straight up cute, but she's cutting it constantly by being a scary demon girl. And I think that's more than incidentally cute.
Appeal.
Sometimes we get on a guy and I feel like my whole like read on the guy is just like utterly poisoned by one image.
Okay. Is it romance overflow?
No, it's her Elite 2.
I see. I think
and I just can't take her seriously anymore.
Jesus Christ. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't do anything.
You made a really good noise in response to that joke.
She didn't do anything wrong. I think.
I'm sorry, women.
Jesus Christ. I think that she is like a very conventionally attractive young woman.
I agree.
She has like an interesting job. She has
Mm-hmm.
hobbies. She dresses nice. She's
She's a medic.
hot. She's a medic. You know, she cares for people. She seems like she would be nice to take out for dinner. And then
Mm-hmm.
she could complain about the volunteer orchestra that she plays in, and this would be
Mm-hmm.
very charming. Um, and so I don't think that she's like, you know, I'm looking at her voice lines really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah,
just,
let me join you.
she's just very, she's just sort of like, she chats about her job. She's like, you know, she's a little self-critical but in a charming little way. She just seems like nice to sort of take out for dinner. um Let me listen to her say Arknights. There she goes. um
Well,
and
yeah,
so
she's just like nice and pleasant and normal.
yeah, I think she's too normal to be hitting the really high appealings.
Mm-hmm.
But I could solidly hit her with a 4. I could even be talked up to a 5. But I
I
feel
think
like
that she's only incidentally unappealing.
that's fair. So a 5.
So a 5.
A 5. That's what was cute? 2 5.
And then Kinsey scale number.
Kinsey scale number. Um is
Looking at her dialogue again.
yeah, and does she got any boys she's into? Um is she like
Mostly she
my
seems like she just likes work.
yeah, she like my medic Shizun. Um
Mm. She loves her friends.
yeah. She's, you know, she's like, make sure to eat healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, girl. I appreciate that.
She has a like totally normal relationship with the sort of gender ambiguous player character.
Uh-huh.
What a normal girl.
What a normal girl.
Okay, I feel like the sort of queerness spectrum scale here that we the queerness litmus test we can do is
Uh-huh.
like, what do you think of the Kinsey scale of a girl who grows up to be this after being Hibiscus original?
Um I mean, like, looking at her outfit, she's like, she becomes a little punk, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She becomes a little steampunk almost.
Yeah.
Um which, you know,
She starts to be like, people don't see me, like they see other people because I'm a demon girl.
uh-huh.
She starts to experience systemic oppression on multiple levels.
But I also just like, I'm just not reading. I think that she I think that she has a lot of gay friends. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But I
I
don't,
also think that she's probably just straight and she's like,
I could comfortably give her a 0. I could be convinced up
Mhm.
to a 1 if you have reason
no,
to.
I think she's probably just straight and it just like makes people sad. Not that she would be like better off as a lesbian, but just because they're like, damn it,
Uh-huh.
I would have liked to take her out for a nice date.
Yeah,
But she only likes men.
Uh-huh. She gets hit on by women all the time, and she's like, "Oh, I'm really flattered, but like, no, thank you."
Yeah.
You know,
Everyone has this friend, right? Who's like an older woman who's like totally straight, and it's just like, God damn it. Like,
yeah.
you're so confident in yourself and effortlessly beautiful, and I just wish that you would, like, open up your heart to the rest of us.
Yeah, but she's just like, no, I'm fine. I'm very flattered, but I'm okay, thanks.
She's fine.
I'd be happy to get coffee as friends.
Damn it.
Anyway, is there anything between these two?
Oh, between Sekihan and Hibiscus the Purifier, God, they're both like normal as fuck, except Sekihan is normal in a way less interesting way.
I think they just I don't know what Sekihan plays, but I think they're just in volunteer orchestra together.
Yeah. I think they're in volunteer orchestra together, and unfortunately they do have a little bit of petty beef.
I think Sekihan is Hibiscus's section leader, and she's always like, "Okay, everyone, let's get a little brighter, okay?" And Hibiscus is like, "Whatever you say."
I think she's like I think Sekihan is a little bit too sort of overzealous about leadership.
Yeah.
And Hibiscus is like, okay.
Uh-huh.
Like, I just gotta get through this so we can get back to the main conductor, you know?
Uh-huh.
And it's like, they're perfectly pleasant to each other.
Uh-huh.
But, like, Sekihan is like, I don't know about your demon girl situation. And Hibiscus is like, oh my god.
Does it cause you any trouble? Is there anything I can help you with? Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Oh my god, we have to do the whole rest of the podcast. Let's take a break and I can go get my fake Sekihan.
Woo!
Woo! See you soon!
See you soon!
みんなと仲良くできる子こそ良い子ですよ。恩師様、あなたはみんなと仲良くできていますか?
I also made so much rice.
I forgot that
I've only eaten like half of my bowl of rice, and I have like 3 more servings of it in the fridge.
I forgot you can't make a cup of rice, because that's just like so much rice.
Yeah. I made 2 cups.
The recipe was like, make a cup of... You made 2 cups of dry rice?
Yeah.
As in, you made 4 cups of rice?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I made
fine.
1 cup of dry rice, and that was already, like, overflowing my rice cooker. Hi, welcome back. I have my rice.
Hi, welcome back.
Let me tell you about
welcome back to rice.
Let me tell you about my junior, which is the name that I've given to my rice cooker, named after Otsuka Mai, from Watanare. It's named this because it's very stupid. It's a really stupid rice cooker that isn't good at cooking rice. It's bad at it. And you really have to sort of, like, coax it into doing anything correctly. And it's really bad at cooking, like, really absorbent rices. It's really good at cooking brown rice, which feels very odd. But it's really bad at cooking, like, sticky rice or sweet rice, as we have here. And so this rice is cooked very unevenly, but I'm going to take a bite, and we'll see how it is. It is. Let me get some beans in there.
Yeah. You gotta get the whole experience.
It's nice rice. It is red beans and rice.
What more do you want?
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I wish I had done it better.
You got literally anything else to say about it?
Well, it's red beans and rice.
I see.
And my junior did a really bad job at cooking the rice.
What do you mean a bad job?
It's cooked unevenly. Like, I went to go get it, and, like, the top was, like, really undercooked, and I was like, ah, shit, it got undercooked. Mouth noises.
Mouth noises. Everyone's fave.
Neil Cicierga's mouth sounds.
Mouth dreams.
It was really undercooked. I was like, whatever, I'll just eat it. It doesn't matter. I'm not picky. And then I started shoveling...
I cannot eat undercooked rice.
I started shoveling it into my bowl, and then it started getting more and more cooked, and it was perfect in like the middle of the rice cooker.
Layers.
And then by the time I got to the bottom of the rice cooker, it was overcooked.
Damn. That's brutal.
Uh-huh. Listen, my junior, she does her best, and her best, it's sometimes it's not enough.
It could be better.
Uh-huh.
Rough stuff.
Mm-hmm. The Otsuka of rice cookers.
The Otsuka of rice cookers.
I really treasure this rice cooker. I make a lot of food in it that you're not supposed to make in it. My good friend Emma gave it to me, not made it. And so it's one of my precious possessions. It's very stupid. It doesn't know shit. Anyway, we're talking about Carnelia?
We're talking about Carnelian from Arknights.
Carnelian,
Caster operator Carnelian. Mature and calm, yet partial to some havoc now and then.
Uh-huh.
What's her fucking deal?
What is her deal? I've never seen this woman.
She's the older sister of Beeswax. That makes sense. Those are the same
life.
woman.
Beeswax. Have I seen this woman? No, I've never seen this woman either.
She's a goat.
Wow, they are the same woman. That's wild. They just made Beeswax again.
And they were like, and this one's her older sister, and she's hot.
Yeah, but she's got like literally the same like strappy boot situation going on and everything.
Uh-huh.
Like what's
she
up with
owns
that?
a sword but doesn't use it. Great.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Like, they really did just make like Beeswax but hot.
I'm into it. I like her a lot,
like
the sheep
honestly.
goat guys a lot.
Uh-huh. Oh, look at her little ears.
I know.
This one is also very
the Caprine. That's what they are. I think they're so cute.
This one is also very Arknights house style-y.
Arknight's ass looking guy.
Yeah, Arknight's ass looking guy, absolutely. But I don't mind it. I'm quite fond of this outfit. Just
you can tell she's infected because of her special disease thigh strap.
The special disease thigh strap is honestly inspired.
It really is.
Big
I can't
fan
lie.
Of that. Her shoes, starting at the bottom again.
Her
shoes themselves are fucking crazy.
Yeah, what is the deal with these?
They look
Zero arch support.
Yeah, they look like fucking attack ships in a sci-fi movie.
Uh-huh.
Like, why are they so spiky? Why are they here to kill you? Why does the front flap of it go forward so far? What's going on?
They're so these are such avant-garde shoes.
Uh-huh. They're crazy.
Good for her.
I do actually like her leg bindings. Her legs themselves are kind of freaky. Look at how she doesn't
She's got
have
long as fuck legs.
Yeah, look at how she her knees bend weirdly and she doesn't have a knee cap. It's really weird.
Her calves are about twice as long as they should be. You can kind of tell where they're supposed to end, and then they add another half of a
Sorry, her calves are longer than they should be. Her thighs are
no, listen.
Long.
She's got chopsticks.
She's got stilts built in.
Damn.
I do like her. Does it say she never uses her sword? I do like.
She
her
never
sword.
uses her sword.
It's got a fun sheath. I don't know what kind of sword it is. It kind of looks like a gen, but I'm not sure.
I love a nice long thin sword.
Yeah. I love her. I love her leather skirt. The leg
really
wrappings and the leather skirt, and then just the simple white t-shirt really does it for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's she's got on this cool kind of sort of fantasy, sort of tech jacket. And then underneath it, she's got sort of a very simple clubbing outfit which I kind of appreciate as a look. They don't go overboard with her look, except the shoes. And this makes her feel very confident in herself in a way. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I like that she really doesn't have too much going on, right? She's just got, like, leg wrappings, a pretty normal, although, like, fun tech-weary lab coat, this normal white shirt, this leather skirt, a belt, and then her awesome horns, gloves, sword, its special infection beam, etc.
How bad are these gloves on the bad glove scale, do you think?
These are the worst kind.
The worse than the fingers
I know
only?
that the individual finger sheaths are pretty bad, but it's the ones that end halfway down the palm that I really cannot abide by. It's like it's really dire, folks.
Like, would there be a gap, like, in that sort of... Anyway, her coat is super weird the more I look at it. It's like, it must have, like, a zipper or something at the collar, because otherwise it looks like she's sewn into it. Like, there's no obvious way that it opens around her very strongly defined, like, bottom of her collarbone.
This is my cape.
And so she's just in there. She's in it to win it.
She's in it to win it, which I do respect.
I do like this coat. It falls nicely on her. I do like the crazy collar.
I love the yellow
I love these
accents.
lapels. Yeah, the yellow accents are really nice. And you can see on the inside of the coat they have this, like, crisscross pattern.
Ooh, yeah.
Which is quite nice. Makes her look like a little pie.
Classy.
It's again, she's like, she feels very confident. Everything's very relatively simple as far as Arknights goes, but she got this, like, sort of confident, like, yes, can I help you kind of pose.
Yeah.
She has scary red eyes. That's how you know she's a blood fiend. And then, like, I really like what's her facial expression is fine, but I really love what's going on with the top of her head. I love her kind of, like, I cut my own hair ass haircut. It's just kind of sort of, like, haphazardly but sort of confidently chopped apart.
She's got that classic Ryoshu bob.
And then these horns look awesome. The way that they're shaded with these, like,
love this
thick
shit.
strokes of, like,
so
purple
much.
and yellow is like, ooh, baby.
As an expert in like weird little horns, this shit rules. I love that they've got clearly defined sort of ridges and planes. I love the way that they almost just look like tree bark, the way that they trail off in this sort of thin cut end. I love the way that they're painted. I love them. I think that they're so awesome. I love animals.
I love animals.
Arknights is great for me. I love animals.
Yeah, and her little ears are cute.
What if she was a mountain sheep?
What's the over
You make a hot woman and then someone raises their hand in the board meeting and they're like, what if she was a mountain sheep?
Oh my god, today my friend Harry was telling me about a friend of hers who's like, I hate it when people in like, especially like adult fiction, have like tails or ears. As soon as they do a tails or ears thing, I'm out. And I was like, what?
This is a new type of person we've just discovered.
You're like the ultimate anti-furry. Like, you don't like, not to bash this random guy on the podcast, but it's like you don't like if she has kitty ears or a kitty tail. Apparently it's just out. This is crazy to me.
That's crazy shit. Listen, I'm too much of a furry to engage in this.
I know, it's weird. But like
this is just like not having arachnophobia. Like, I don't even know.
I don't understand people with arachnophobia.
I don't understand.
I don't know. Another thing I like about the horns, this is kind of lost in future images of her. I do want to move through pretty quickly so this episode isn't a million years long. But thing that's lost in future things, but I like here, is that the horns are nicely, like, a little bit asymmetrical in their shape, which is good, which is pleasant. Thumbs up. There's not that much else to say about this image, honestly.
Great.
It's a very, very, very nice looking image. And then
hot woman, and she's a sheep. And
Hot
what if she
woman.
was hotter and even more sheep?
Okay, this sort
Look
of
at this shit. Look at this shit. Hold on, let me speak. I have to look at this shit.
Okay, sorry.
Because this big ass ram's head coming out, that's great. But what I really need you to look at is the big ass ram legs crashing into the ground around her. Awesome.
I do think that just like the head and then some of the torso and then the front legs makes it look sort of like a goofy little guy.
It is. It's really
But
strange.
it is awesome. The way it like cracks the ground around her, but just this little square that she's on is like perfectly intact.
And she's
Is, like,
so
is
she's
sick
so
as fuck.
scary in this image. She's a blood
she
fiend.
is.
Also, she's more of a furry than anybody ever. That's not true. There are bigger furries in Arknights. But look at how, like, digitigrade her legs are in this image.
I know, I was gonna say, she has the goat legs.
She's
For
got
real,
them
look
goat
at how
legs.
fucking long they are. Jesus Christ. I thought Arknights was supposed to have some dignity. I do think that she looks hot as fuck here, and it's in a bunch of little details. I love that the edge of her coat is kind of dirtied. I love that the edge of her white t-shirt is kind of dirty,
Yeah.
and it's like you can really kind of like see her boobs in her. It's got sort of a classic like boobs in white t-shirt anime situation going on, and I'm like, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
She's drawn. I think her from a like. I don't actually know that much about swords, but I know some things about swords. I think her sword is very funny. In that like she's like, isn't she? She's like from the. Isn't she from like fake Egypt? Isn't she a fake Egypt girl?
Yeah, she's.
Oh, she's Sargonian.
She's from Sargon.
Okay. I guess
Which
this
is
Greek? Yeah, which is Greek-ish. I guess this might be a Greek sword. But it's sort of like it's etched with very kind of like Mediterranean runes. But it also is like so clearly like a Jian, like a Chinese Jian sword. And I think this is very funny.
Yeah. They note in her trivia section that these resemble hieroglyphs, but
yeah, she just kind of has like a Chinese style sword because it's a Chinese game, I guess. But like I love this fucking kill la kill ass pose with this like come and get me motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sick as fuck. Her like windswept hair.
Her leg wraps are also more tattered than they are in her previous image.
You're
There's
right.
just
Yeah,
lots
they got more
little
texture.
details.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the dirt on her coat, which might be 2 layers? Question mark. The dirt on her coat and her shirt is great. She just
yeah,
looks,
I'm down
she
for
just
this.
Looks
More
sick
of this,
fuck.
please.
Her horns are crazy. They like go in and then they sort of like turn 180 degree and start growing. Weird. Did they do that? Is that a thing that goat horns do?
Live and drink.
Okay. And anything else to say about this one?
This is what I mean by having like them do things.
Yeah, I know. She's done things. It's like
she's
like
done things.
It's an evolution of the first image, but in like an interesting way. Just looking at her, not even looking at the background. It's like it's not even just like she has a sword and then she's drawn the sword. The sword isn't even very prominent in the first one. It's the posing. In the first one, she's very closed, right? Her posing is very closed. It's very in her body. And then the second one, she's like expanded outwards. It's not that her hair is just being blown around like in Hibiscus the Purifier. It's that her arms are out and doing things. And now she's interacting with the world around her. Hibiscus goes from doing things to slightly more doing things. Here we go from at rest to ready to go, which is like good.
Yeah. Dreamy sigh.
Dreamy sigh.
I also really like her first skin, Hoenlo Chili Sand.
Hohenlohe Chili Sand. Weird name.
I don't know what the deal is with it, but she's surrounded by ice sheep.
She got
and
those ice sheep.
She's just hanging out in the ice.
Uh-huh. Oh shit,
She's got her shoes have become wedge heels that are boots.
Yeah, but they've still got those little pointy toe piece.
Yeah, they've got the distinctive shape. I love her coat. I love her coat because of these big at the very hem of it, these big like fleece-esque ridges that it has that give it some sense of being thick and like and warming.
I love her skirt for that reason. The skirt is very clearly like thick knit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like, you know, her legs would be cold, but she's a badass, whatever. The cold never bothered her anyway. But underneath this jacket, she's like wearing this like thick woolen red sweater, which is really nice. She's got this little book shaped bag feels a little silly and a little out of place. But you're right, look at the like argyle pattern just on sort of the bottom of the coat. That's really nice.
That's what I was saying. It's just it has this wonderful sense of thickness.
Yeah. Oh my god, this image is drawn so nicely. Look at look at the ripples on the fabric.
I know.
Her pose is so beautiful, like extending this one finger out to this sort of slightly reticent sheep.
And she does seem like she's genuinely having a nice time, and like, you know, her sword has gone from being a fiery sword to an icy sword.
Yeah, now she's got the sword of the Lich King.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the fucking crossbar and everything.
Oh yeah, it did grow a crossguard, huh?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Big ass European Lich King crossguard. She's got
I love this
European
big fur
fantasy
ruff
castle
that she's
background.
got.
Sorry.
And I love this fucking this little half cloak that she has, which is mirroring her, I guess, sort of shirt jacket second layer to her coat she had before, but which is just a darker, it seems more velvety fabric.
Yeah,
she's
got like a cloak on. It's nice.
It's nice.
I love. Oh my god, this image is so pretty. Again, we can't spend too long. It's the second half. We can spend forever on every image, but this image is so pretty. These sheeps look so like ethereal and like they're made of ice. The lighting, the way that they like glow with internal light, the way that ice does, is so pretty. Again, her clothes all look great. If nothing else, I want to draw attention to her fucking posing, which is just great. Like, not only just, like, what she's doing with her arms, but I feel like a lot of artists kind of really struggle to make a woman look like she's walking with her hips. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
People really struggle with making women look like they're doing the catwalk walk where you like, you know, you walk with your hips, you put your feet directly in front of each other, without making them look like they're going to fall over. She looks very stable, actually. You can see specifically like how her legs are holding up her weight. And you can see the sway of her hips in like the movement of her jacket, right? It's awesome. I love women.
I love women, and I love goats.
I know. Motherfucker.
And they've combined these two things.
Awesome.
Into a hot lady.
Into a hot lady who's going to
what
be
if
the
a
next
skin was
Lich
worse
King.
than that?
What if... And then in this one...
And then in Shining Dew S3E8...
Honestly, I
hate
think
it here.
She's fine.
No.
No? Okay.
I can't deal. I can't deal. I think her face is too thin. I think that her hip bones jut out in an absolutely insane and crazy way. Listen, you're allowed to make art of hot women. I don't care. We live in Mahjong Soul. I do not care.
Why do her hip bones do that?
It's
Weird.
scary, right?
Why doesn't the fat of her thighs continue to her having like fat hips?
Yeah,
That's
she's
weird.
got such thick thighs and then the boniest hips in the world. And like her boobs kind of look fine, but I also just like always object to this kind of like, what if a sheer fabric clung to the entire like middle of your boobs?
Yeah, I think they could have done more work showing it like kind of going down at a diagonal at the bottom of her boobs. I think over her boobs it looks fine. You can see in the shadow
Your cover
cast,
up is getting in the water, girl.
you can see in the shadow cast by the onk that it's like a flat surface over her boobs, and that's kind of all you need for me. And I okay. I agree. Okay, you're right that some of the details of her. Oh, also her left arm is weirdly skinny. Weird. Yeah, they don't really do her body dynamics justice. I don't mind the overall vibe of this image. Like, I don't mind this swimsuit. I think the colors are pretty. I think this sort of like rhombus composition is kind of nice. I like her feet draped in the water, and then she has her shoes out. I think the colors are quite nice. The background is fairly pretty. I think at a glance, at a distance, this one is nice. But you're right, it does sort of mess up on the details. Also, her hair looks very gray in this one. It's always looked white. Here it looks gray. I don't know if that's a lighting thing or what.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I just kind of I'm just not into this image. I think that this you can draw art of hot women. I don't care. I'm not a prude. You can draw bathing scenes. We talk about them all the time in Mahjong Soul. I don't care. But like,
yeah,
I'm just so disappointed by the way this one looks. I would like how this looked if she looked hot and like she does. Instead of looking like a weird blow-up sex doll. I can't deal with it.
Yeah, that's fair. Again, I think the premise is fun here. I love the feet draping in the water, and you can see, like, the ripples, the feet sort of, I forgot the word, rippling under the water. But you're right, her body is really weird, which is sort of, like, is uncomfortable for an image that is supposed to be about how she has a hot body.
Yeah.
Odd. Oh, I do like the danglies dangling off her horns though. That's cute.
I love horn decorations. I'm a furry. This one isn't as scary as like romantic hibiscus, but it is just like I'm going back to looking at her other images. I don't want this anymore. Or we could go and look at a different guy.
Let's look at a different guy. It's
what if you looked at Tomahawk Steak?
The fuck is the Tomahawk Steak is named for the battle axe used by Native Americans, symbol of power and freedom. The axe hand, blah 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 blah. Okay, so it's a steak.
It's a steak.
Originated with the Algonquins. This whole thing is like not about steak. It's just about what a tomahawk is. Regardless. Okay, this brings up a question that I would like to ask. Oh, he has a buffalo skull in the background. That's kind of unpleasant.
This is just a ribeye, by the way. A tomahawk steak is just a ribeye.
Great.
That's just what it is.
Do you think that this guy is supposed to be indigenous American?
No.
No?
I don't think so. I think that I have some issues with this image, but I would have been much more immediately repulsed if they had gone for, like, what if they did a Native American guy?
But, like, he has the stitched gloves, he has the feather necklace, I mean, he has the tomahawk, and, like, he has the food fantasy, like, slightly darker skin color. You don't think he's supposed to be indigenous American?
No, I think he's got shades of this just on account of being a personified food called a tomahawk steak, but I don't think he's supposed to, like, actually be a caricature in this way.
Fair enough.
I think they're trying to meld, like, it's called a Tomahawk Steak with it's a fancy steak.
Uh-huh.
And that's what they're going
for. Anyway.
He's got the braids, he's got this little golden necklace with golden feathers on it. But they didn't put him in a headdress. So that's something. God bless.
I think he looks fine.
I think he looks fine. I like his stocked liquor cabinets and this lamp that he got from the antique store.
Yeah, the background is actually quite cute. They put a lot of thought into like finding a bunch of different American liquor bottles to draw. They're very vague, but they're also very obviously specific kinds of whiskey and things. I feel like his body dynamics are freaking me out a little bit. He's so
it's
big.
His ankle.
He's so big and broad. He's massive.
Oh my god, his legs are so small.
His legs are like little twigs.
Oh my god, his legs are so small. Hold on. Oh my god, his legs are so small.
He's like
I was freaked out by his ankle and how thin and chopsticky his legs are, but now I've just looked and he's so small.
Yeah, he's like the archetypical like never skip leg day like image, you know?
He's so small.
His legs are so small, but his chest is so thick. It is freaky.
He would stand up and collapse under his own weight, like how you can't make giant ants because they'll just die.
You know, I like a lot of things here. I don't really understand specifically why he's in a pinstripe suit.
He's supposed to be fancy.
Yeah. But I love his steak textured undershirt.
Oh my god,
really
wait.
Funny. Like a novelty button-up shirt. Yeah. Like a novelty button-up shirt you would buy that is like meat textured.
Meat shirt.
Really funny.
These gloves are on thin ice because they end right under the heel of the hand.
Yeah,
but they're fine.
His shoes look nice. I like he's got a bunch of little details. I like his watch. I like that his horns are distinctly asymmetrical. Did they stay asymmetrical?
Maybe.
I think they stay asymmetrical.
No, they're asymmetrical.
I
like that they're gold capped.
This guy isn't necessarily for me, but it's a nice image of like a guy in a suit, except for his like horrific legs, which are really scary.
I'm fond of his general concept. What they do with him, they put him in a suit, they put him in a big fluffy robe. They're just trying to make like what if we made an American rich guy?
I do like his tomahawk. It's got the bull skull on it. It's got this really nice like metal cross hatching on it that looks quite nice, and then this sort of elegant handle. Apparently he's just killed a guy. Maybe he's just killed you.
He's a gangster. What if an American rich guy was Italian? That's most American rich guys.
Wait, I'm reading the last line of his bio, which says, "Ever since the war, he'll occasionally let a look of exhaustion slip out, but his habit of getting drowsy seems to have another reason.
He's drunk.
Drinky? He's drunk, I guess."
He's really all of his voice lines are about how sleepy he is.
He really is like, it's kind of fun to make a big guy who's sleepy. There's a lot of like little guys who are sleepy out there, but he's
what if a big guy was so
What if a big
sleepy?
guy was so sleepy?
He's really very tired. Damn.
And then
why did they not lead with that?
In his Ascended, I feel like his legs are freak me out a little bit less.
But he's still so small.
Look at how emaciated his thighs look. Why has he got
I know.
no thigh meat?
Don't skip leg day.
Also, leg day.
I don't like this image.
Okay, go on.
It's really weird to see him outside of the context of his like nice den in the exact same outfit as he wears in his nice den. First of all. Second of all, they don't know how to do a 3/4 view of a face.
He looks a lot like fucking oh god, I don't remember his name, but the Scar guy from Disney's Twisted Wonderland.
Oh my god.
He's really he's got the
yeah.
scar. Let me hit you with something.
Okay.
This is a Limbus Company up tie image. They've
Totally.
they've moved him to sort of like an abstract.
They moved him to a secondary location.
Yeah, they
but
moved
you
him
can't
to
see
sort
it
of like
very
an
well, and his weapon
abstract
is swinging.
city location. He's
It's raining.
It's raining. He's
All you need is a little bit of that smudge tool.
In kind of a bad way. Why does he have a reverse grip? Why is his index finger out? Like, he's holding his pinky out to be fancy? Like, what is... Like, okay, what...
My first reaction to this grip is, like, actual revulsion. I don't like it.
Yeah, we're doing some season 2, some Limbus Company stuff here. Like, look at this image. Hold an imaginary tomahawk, like the way that he's holding it, which is like
I don't
with the
want
blade up at your shoulder, and then swing it that way. He must be twisting his wrist so much to get it to flick out like this, because his arm is straight, so he's not bending his elbow to flick it forward, so he must be bending his wrist. But like, no, sorry, he's not bending his wrist. He's swinging his whole shoulders, and then going into this like weird like sort of lunge, but like away from you, so that he can tilt the blade towards you, and then you look at his face, and it's just Leona Kingsguard from
and then
Disney's
you look at
Twisted
his face,
Wonderland,
and it's a flat plane.
A really fascinating image.
I don't like it.
Also, something about the rain.
It's got everything from a Limbus Company uptie. It's even got like shards of stone covering up parts of the image for no reason.
Yeah, it's got like they're not as into the blur tool. Something about the fact that he's in the rain and he's wearing this fur-lined coat makes me really uncomfortable. Like, wet fur is the worst thing ever. Ugh.
And his other arm is up in this awful way. They tried something here and they failed, and I never want to look at it again.
His attack pose is crazy.
His attack pose sucks shit.
You would get
Look at his first image again. What a normal man.
You would get 0 momentum out of this swing. Like, what the fuck?
I'm hanging out in his den. I'm warming up by the fireplace. I don't want any of this.
And then
skip past it.
In his skin,
and then
he's normal.
And then he's a yaoi boy. This is him in hit visual novel that our good friend of the podcast, Burb, gifted me for Christmas. This is him in Knights College.
He's like, I heard you don't like these gloves. Let me take them off.
Take them off with my teeth.
He's so normal in this image.
He is literally in Disney Twisted Wonderland here.
This is absolutely just a Disney's Twisted Wonderland card, like 100%.
What? He's kind of got the skull in his jacket, but it's in such a weird, like, abstract way, and his jacket is such a, like, fucking thing that is flipping around. I think it's supposed to be on his sleeve, maybe, but it's like they wanted to put it in there, but they didn't want to put his jacket on him, so...
I feel like he is also he's so much skinnier in this one. They've proportioned his torso to his legs.
Yeah. They were like, wait.
He didn't skip leg day. He skipped every other day.
These are his school days.
The thing about this outfit is, like, stay with me here. Look at, like, the belts and then like the gold detailing at the bottom of his pants, which sort of weirdly meld into his shoes. Don't look at that.
Ooh, nope.
And like look at the sort of the gold
I'm
bangles on his wrists, and look
Yeah.
at the red damask lining of this jacket. He looks
And what
like
about this like thing that's pinned in his hair? This like ribbon.
What?
This like
Where?
star.
Oh yeah.
Like metal.
Anyway, the point that I was getting at is that he's a matador. They've made him all
Yeah.
Spanish. They've made him super Spanish and waving a red
They
cape
claim
around, and he's a bull. But like,
they claim in the food info on this page that the origin of this dish is Australia, which is crazy, but sure. The first
Sure.
people ever to make a ribeye steak.
it's just like he looks like a matador, which is fine. He's a bull,
Mhm.
but why is he Spanish now? Like, what's going on? What's going on, my
He's
guy?
Spanish. He's 5 years younger and
Uh-huh.
50% twinkier. And he's only a little bit scary when you look at his legs.
Uh-huh.
Also, he's Heathcliff from Limbus Company.
Uh-huh.
I do really like all of his gold chains and shit. I'm fond.
As
And this
harsh
like
as
background is architecturally sound.
As harsh as I am on this image, I actually don't mind it. Like, you know, I
It's
interact
perfectly good.
with a good amount of yaoi. This is like a really solid yaoi image. But it like there's a bunch of little flaws that stick out, which is just the thing that we do. The pants melding into the shoes is too much for me.
I don't want to look at it. He's already
And-
upset me too much.
It's just like it's so much like a perfectly acceptable like hot yaoi image that
Why isn't he sleepy in any of these?
I just like don't care that much.
Yeah, I don't care. Sorry, Yaoi.
It's fine. Sorry, yaoi.
I'm sorry, Yaoi.
I'm sorry, yaoi.
Sorry, Yaoi. Sorry, Yaoi.
Uh-huh.
Why isn't
Anyway.
he sleepy in any of these?
Wait, hang on.
I want him sleepy.
Yeah,
Make him sleepy.
make him sleepy. Sleep him.
Sleep him.
Sleep him now.
Sleep him. Okay.
Wait, his
Moving
energy scale is called Hellfire Meltdown, and his link skill is called Super Hellfire Meltdown.
Cool. Good for him.
Good for him. Anyway, moving on. I'm really excited
Moving
to talk
on.
about this lady.
It's Dusk.
It's Dusk. Where's the based on a nocturnal variant of the Nyan. A Nyan beast. Ba. Okay, I see.
She's a Chinese New Year dragon.
Yeah, that makes sense. She's sort of almost got the deer horns. So I was like, is she a Qilin? No, she's a Nyan.
I just want to preempt how these three guys hang out. They all have to exchange horn care tips. Moving on.
Wait, you're right. Hang on. They all go to Goats Anonymous. I'm super excited about this girl.
Dusk is fascinating to look at.
She's fucking awesome, I think. I think she's sick as fuck.
I have mixed opinions on her appearance. I do think that she's conceptually very cool, and I'm down for what she's got going on. I just have a little bit more like, I don't know, got things to say.
I'll start then. I just think that overall, like, this image has like a very particular approach, which is being this sort of like ink painting thing, like specifically this like
she's
Chinese...
from the Donqing realm.
Yeah, she's from the Donqing realm. Like specifically,
Everybody who listens to this podcast needs a background in about 6 different games to understand what we're talking about at any given moment.
That's fine. Donqing
Plus a
realm is
wild
from
card slot
Infinity
for whatever
Nikki.
we're obsessed with right now.
She really reminds me of Blank from Deadlock. Anyway, no,
Mm.
but like she's got this sort of like dripping with ink thing going on
Mm-hmm.
that I think is like so pretty. Her arms that like it's kind of ambiguous if they're scales or if they're just like fully tattooed.
I fucking love her
But like
arms.
these slashes of sort of like ink sort of pools all around her, this like splash of ink coming out of her scabbard, with showing like the motion of drawing her sword. I just think this image is really pretty. This whole like sort of dark sort of sea colors, purple, teal, blue, and then just this like flash of red around her face and the flash of red of her sword. It's just like at a distance at least is a really pretty image.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can complain.
I mean, first of all, I fucking love her arms. I think her arms are so sick.
Yeah,
I
her
think they
arms
should
are
do more
sick as
freak
fuck.
shit all the time. I think I think they should do more freak shit all the time, and I won't apologize.
Uh-huh.
I think her antlers are nice. I think her tail is quite nice. I love the way that this like mane on it is sort of just like abstract flame. I like the way that her hair spirals out into weird fucking drips and drops all over the place, and she's just sort of generally unknowable. My thing is mostly with her outfit.
Uh-huh.
I think that it's just this like shift that she's wearing, which also isn't real.
Uh-huh.
I understand that much of her visual design is based on like sort of having a melting and vague appearance, but she is wearing this white shirt which rips to reveal a skirt under it, which is basically the same length as the shirt would be, and she's got a tie over it and a detached collar. But you can see that even though she has a little boob window in the middle of the shirt, on the right side of the image, the shirt fades into nothing.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like, okay.
I think
Her
I think
shirt
it's
is kind of scaly, and I appreciate that. And I like that her jacket is clearly kind of falling apart, but it does trend a little bit too, like, I'm a normal Arknights guy, for me. You know? And I wish that if they wanted to do this kind of like, I'm a normal Arknights guy, but I'm falling apart kind of thing, they had committed to it a little bit better.
Uh-huh.
I just think that there's a lot of like aspects of this appearance, and also the way that this image is composed, which just could be better.
Uh-huh.
I can imagine a version of this character in this image that just better draws the eye to where you want it to go. Like, right? Like, she's got these circular patterns that are sort of at her feet, these ink drips, and also her tail, and also her sword. But they don't really lead you around the image in any meaningful way. They mostly just spiral you around her feet. And so the top half of the image and the bottom half of the image are separate images, which are divided by the hem of her skirt, which is... and then there's, like, nothing below it. You can't even really see her shoes to talk about her shoes. Her shoes. Girl, her shoes.
Uh-huh. This is a shoes-based
like,
podcast.
It's a shoes-based podcast. And, like, the light part of the image, which is in this, like, these splashes of red and also her white shift are just, like, not that interesting to look at, but they don't really seem to want you to look at the dark parts of the image with shit like her awesome arms, crazy purple beads, and, like, the fact that her jacket is falling to pieces. So instead you just kind of get stuck, I feel like, with sort of a bisected image of a, like, skinny girl in like a white shift dress, and it kind of is strange to me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that, like, these sort of intersecting, my god, what's the opposite of parallel? Perpendicular. These intersecting perpendicular lines of the scabbard and the sword, really kind of, like, dead end you. Like, in theory, there's sort of a helix spiral of, like, her hair and these ink bits and her tail that sort of, like, brings you in this sort of figure 8 around the image, and that's totally fine.
But then her head is even missing from that if you take that into account.
You know. But once you like look at the sword or the scabbard, they and like follow those lines with your eye, if you look down the sword, which is an interesting experience because it gets sort of more and more abstract the more you go down it.
I like her weird fucking sword.
Yeah, I think the execution on that feels a little.
It leaves something to be desired.
But like in theory, it's very cool. But then you follow the sword down, and then you're like nowhere, and you have to you have to reset your eyes and start again. Or you follow the sword up.
Also, I think the hilt of this sword is really cool, and you're never incentivized to look at it.
Yeah, and so it's just like it's just weird. Also, it's not. Sure, it's a dress.
Yeah.
I kept wanting to say this, but it's fine. It's maybe a cheapao. It doesn't really have the folds of it. Anyway, it's a Chinese style dress. I agree with you that like I wish there was more to the tearing of this dress. Like I wish that it felt more meaningful. Also her tie is all torn, and I'm like, I don't I don't really it's weird to me because like the aesthetic of like torn fabric and the aesthetic of like dripping ink feel not the same thing. And so it feels like there's multiple things going on in a weird way. I don't know. But I think the colors of this image are really, really, really pretty. Even if the composition leaves something to be desired. And I do really like her just sort of like the basics of her character design.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think her character design as a whole is excellent, and I really quite like it. I just think that this image is not the best execution of it.
Yeah, I actually quite like her jacket. It's got a bunch of little details like these little rings and ties and stuff. It's nice, and I don't know. They're just like they're really throwing a lot at the wall in this image, which sort of makes it sort of striking on base, but not all of it quite hits. Yeah, and so it feels a little scattered.
Soulmates nuance.
Ugh. Nuance in this day and age. But how do we?
Let's look at her Elite 2, which is pretty.
How do you feel about her Elite 2? Oh,
that
big dragon.
I think that it is pretty sick. Is what I will say about it. I have again some issues with it. Mostly that this doesn't look like the same girl. It looks like a different girl. But like I think that it like on the other hand, as opposed to her original image, where I think the concept is really cool, but the execution isn't quite there. I think the execution of this is really excellent.
Yeah.
And I just wish that they like actually kind of were married to her character design a little more.
Yeah, that's fair. She's so much more waifish in this one.
I know. That's
she's
the
so much
thing.
more robust in the first one. It's odd. I do like. I have to say, we can start at the background and go forward. I love the background of this one. Again, I love this kind of like classical sort of ink painting they're going for.
Yeah,
these Chinese mountain landscapes with like the trees and the birds. They're very vague, but it's so clear. Like what all these shapes are supposed to be.
I love that the sword is the pen, and the scabbard is the inkwell, and then she drives the sword into an ink block, and out come these dragons. That's great.
Yeah.
An
absolutely.
Inkstone.
And these dragons form a really nice kind of like this whole image has a really nice kind of like spiral in thing where like you can.
It's a composition that works.
It's a composition. Woo! Composition. Woo! My favorite thing.
Let's go.
Anyway, you can you can like follow these dragons sort of like around the frame forever, and then you can get caught on these weird like tails that she has, like tails to her jacket. I really genuinely don't know what those are. They're not in her base outfit. I guess. Oh, I guess one of them. Okay, that's her tail.
That's her tail.
One of them is her tail, and then one of them is her hair, and then there's another tail that's just like, I don't know. This is just a shape. They just put a shape there. But you can get caught in one of those and sort of spiral in until like you're in her in her, looking at her face and her sort of bright red eyes at the beginning, and then out of her you can either follow the scabbard or the sword, which do a much better job at not leading you to nothing in this one.
And you've also got the bright red of her tie, which brings you back to the spiral.
Yeah, it's got this fun sort of like yin and yang thing with these sort of the dark and light dragons. Like this one's awesome.
I love the writing, which is on the background.
Yeah,
I love that the background is both a city and a painting and nothing and like it's kind white of space.
It's kind of both a city and a mountainscape in a really fun way.
Yeah, I love these birds that are in the background, even though they're just like 3 little strokes of paint.
Yeah, what a
just
bird
because it
looks
gives
like
it a
in
little bit of question as to like what is happening. It's not an entirely abstract space, right?
Yeah. It's really nice.
And you're right. They've got these mountains that could also be skyscrapers that are surrounded by clouds.
Yeah, they've got these sort of like evenly spaced trees that could also be power lines. It's neat. Really good execution. I do find her like so much less compelling in this one. I don't know why. She's got the fish mouth is the thing. She's got the gotcha girl fish mouth where she's just
she
like,
does have gotcha girl fish mouth. A couple things about her that I wanted to point out. One of them is that like part of the reason why she looks like a different woman in this one, I feel, is because her hair is going up. And it makes her look like she has a short, like, bob, rather than a long hairstyle like she has in the first one. It just doesn't, like, billow out around her in the same way, and that gives her a very different silhouette. It's just how they've put it. The other thing that I wanted to point out is, why don't they want me to look at her awesome arms? Why don't they want me to look at her awesome arms? Why do they always hide them in such strange places, rather than showing them to the world?
Yeah,
why do they make it so that her arm looks like just an extension of the sword hilt? I think that the way that she kind of rests on the sword with her boots is pretty cool, even if it's like makes her look a little bit weird. I don't know how to describe how I feel about her posing here. It just like gives her a certain impression that she doesn't have in the original, which is very cute girls doing cute things. In this one, she's very cute girls doing cute things. And in the original, she's more scary girls doing scary things. But why don't they want me to look at her arms? Her other arm is hidden in the scabbard and in her hair, and then this arm is just like a hilt of her sword.
You do get to see in her skin like what the transition point looks like.
See, her skin will get to it, but then you can look at her arms.
It really does feel like they just did not want to have to figure out how her arm transitions from skin to this weird
tattoo. Which is such
tattoo.
A shame, because she's so cool.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, you have to understand 5 video games for you. It's like that one Eve Crisp skin in Mahjong Soul where they never want to show you her hand, so they don't have to draw her hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway.
But I think her tail is so cool in this one. It's just like, it really, I mean, part of the point of her character design clearly is that anything about her can just be an abstract shape. And I think that's great. I love that they do so much with it. And they do so many different things with it. And I think this Elite 2 is just like an excellent execution of what she's got going on. I just wish that she had a little bit clearer of a silhouette, and I wish that they like enjoyed her character design.
Yeah,
in any way.
I feel like the you know, it's good that there is a sharp center to the image. But the sharp center of the image, which is sort of like, you know, her sort of bust and head. It's just like she's so boring.
Yeah.
She's not like it's I don't know. It looks like an album cover. It's like you've got a bunch of crazy stuff happening in the background, and then in the middle you've just got like an image of pop star.
Yeah. You've got like Arial font what the album is called.
Yeah, which is like a look, but it feels odd for reasons like I can't quite frame.
I think this image is great. I just have so many like little things that I would change in another world.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, to get to an image where you can like look at her.
Uh-huh.
It's her skin. Everything is a miracle. It's weird that this is the one where you can look at her.
Uh-huh.
Because, well, I don't know how to feel about it.
Me too. She's so skinny. They keep making her skinnier
right,
and skinnier.
She's so waifish and small. She looks like a 12-year-old girl in this image.
Not that like she is like not kind of skinny in her base image, but she's got some robustness to her. And in this one, she's just like very
and she's got
skinny.
Gotcha Girl fish mouth.
And she has Gotcha Girl fish mouth again.
Gotcha
Okay.
Girl fish mouth is what makes her look like a 12-year-old, is the thing.
Yeah. Okay, things that I do like about this image. One, I do love how the tattoo kind of does this like watercolor ink fade into her normal arms. That's fun. This cheapo is extremely boring to me. Like it's so normal, and it's kind of similar to what she was already wearing, except now she's wearing like she's just it's just not very interesting. But the fact that there's a specific with a little bow hole in the back of her cheapo for her tail, awesome.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Pretty great.
I
love
do,
animals.
I do love her tail. I love how it ends in this like big block of like feathers, ink, whatever. I find her hair is really nice. The way it really in this one they do her hair really good, where it just like fades into these inky swirls and like blends into everything. Is this dragon made out of her hair? Is she Bayonetta?
I think this dragon is made out of her hair, and she is Bayonetta.
Oh, ooh, okay. Talk about something. I noticed something I don't like.
Okay, great. Yeah, I don't know. I really wish that they would like. Again, I feel like this image just sort of suffers from symptoms of like, I'm not sure that the people who drew her like I do. And it's like, I feel like they are sort of struggling to find something appealing to do with her. So they put her in a Chinese dress and they have her sort of like, they just sort of show you her body, which is, I love to look at a body, but like, she's just sort of trailing her sword along the floor and has fish mouth, and she's sort of vaguely looking at you. And I'm like, I don't know. This isn't what I find appealing about her. It is that she's like normal and boring and like, yet sort of she's like a manic pixie dream girl. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, one of manic pixie dream girl is a really good way to put it. I think the issue that I have with what's her name? I don't remember. Oh, Dusk.
Dusk.
One of the issues that I have with her is that, like, in theory, her like powers seem very cool, but she's got a kind of like scary girl in a horror movie, not in that she's scary, but in the sense that like things sort of happen around her with her in the center, but she doesn't really feel like she's doing things. She doesn't feel like an active agent a lot of the time.
She doesn't seem engaged.
And like that bugs me. Like
on Soulmates, we love it when women are involved.
I love it when women are involved. like, even this dragon is like, she's like, look at this cool guy I found. More than like, I'm summoning a dragon from the ink realm. Like, you know,
From the Donching realm.
I love the way that, like, especially like at her feet, the tiles like turning into this sort of mountainscape. Really, really pretty. But it's like she's not, and her sword sort of fading into ink. Cool.
I like that she's holding up her scabbard with her tail. It's kind of fun.
She is? Wait, where even? Oh, she is. Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like that specific action is like the most active thing she's doing in this image.
Right.
You know? She's not like,
which is
I want
crazy
her
because
to
she's
do
summoning
stuff.
a dragon.
Yeah, because she's cool. And I want her to do stuff. But instead it's just like, oh, this just kind of happens. Okay.
She's cool. I want her to be a cool girl.
Yeah, but she resists my efforts to make her cool at all turns.
And that
it's very
is
frustrating.
so sad. Unlike the girl that we covered last time, unlike Jiayun, the archetypal, like, perfect cool girl.
Oh, she's so
with the big ass chakrams,
cool.
Doing the whole damn thing.
I love
In her skin,
so much.
she's like relaxing and having a fun time.
Oh my god.
Jiayun, save me. Save me, Jiayun.
Can I show you something really scary?
Okay.
Look at the heels of her shoes.
No!
They're at different angles.
No!
It's really...
I had noticed that her legs were... I mean, her legs are fine, but I had noticed that her stance was weird, but I hadn't seen that... Oh my god.
What is going on? Why is one of her heels the wrong... at the wrong angle. It's like this. It's like this
so
person
scary.
knows about eels enough to go, okay, so the heel has to come down like from the heel of your foot and contact the floor, and then
so whatever angle your heel is at,
it just emerges in that way. What the fuck is going on? Why is it at this weird?
So
imagine
scary.
Walking in her left shoe.
Stop making me think
like
about it.
Out at like an oblique angle. Like, what is going on?
Help! Oh my god.
Girl.
This is a shoes-focused podcast. You can't do this shit to us.
Podcast. Oh my god.
Good lord.
Good
okay.
Lord.
I'm done with her. Let's do some numbers.
Let's do some numbers, baby.
Numbers for Carnelian. Let's hang out with Carnelian.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Thank God.
Sorry to be so rough on Dusk. I like her, I swear.
I like
hard.
Dusk.
They've made it hard for me.
Carnelian's sort of the one of this episode who's really won my heart.
Yeah, Carnelian's the darling.
How cute. How cute is Carnelian? She can't be that cute.
No, she's an adult woman.
She's
even
like
in Shining Dew, she's like leaning way harder into appealing than cute.
Oh, I think if anywhere she is cute, it's Hohenlohe
Chili Sand.
Hohenheim Chili Sand.
Hohenheim Chili Sand.
In Hohenheim Chili Sand, she's like kind of being cute with her sheep.
Right, she's
like
mostly herself.
She's being sort of like elegant and sexy, which are the tags on her outfit in Infinity Nikki.
Not sweet.
It's a primary elegant, secondary sexy.
Right.
She's mostly being
God,
elegant.
this is such a good activity.
It's really good.
Fuck me.
She's mostly being elegant and sexy.
Why didn't we organize the podcast around this?
She's not being sweet. She's not being fresh. You know what I mean? And so she can't be that cute.
No, I think mostly she's cute when she's on her own doing her own thing. Which is just like, what a mature and reasonable woman.
I could give her a 0. I don't know. What's her dialogue like?
Yeah, I'm looking at her dialogue as well. She has a little sister.
that, yeah, so, I mean, like, what's her name? Honeycomb or some shit? Beeswax? I was like, bee something. Yeah, her little sister is cute. But, like, yeah, she worries about you, but she's a gotcha.
You know, she's not fucking cute, honestly.
She's not cute.
I'm just looking at gnaw them to shreds and drink their blood.
Woo?
I mean, listen, hachi machi.
Uh-huh.
But not cute. I'm comfortable with a 0.
I'm Carnelian. Huscarl to Count Hohenlohe.
This would destroy us if we had rolled it first.
Huscarl to Count Hohenlohe.
But what about her appeal?
I mean, it's gotta be really high, IMO.
It's high. Her entire thing is that she is a sexy adult woman.
She's a sexy adult woman. Again, like I said, she's bursting with confidence. She has a cool fucking sword that she's reference no one will get. She's got the unseen blade that's only drawn to cleave hearts.
Sure.
She looks great in, this is from the Beauty's Blade.
Kingdom Hearts is light.
She looks great in any outfit. Asterisk. She's super appealing. Is she a 6? Her countenance comes across as a little bit mean. But again,
I think that she sucks too much to be a 6. I'm looking at her dialogue. A lot of her dialogue is that she sucks. To be fair, I find this incredibly hot. That she says things like, elegance and etiquette are the way of nobility. Not mine. Like, damn.
Elegant and fresh are the way of nobility.
But not mine.
Not mine. She's all sexy. That's true. She's a mean girl, which I don't think like hits our typical standard for 6 appealing. Certainly.
No, I don't think she's a 6.
I could give her.
She might even be a
5.
4.
I could give her a 5. I think that, like, even, you know, even if she's a little bit, even if she's a little bit scary, she is, like, you know, are you doing okay? Like, I'm worried about my sister.
The scariness also does contribute in part to why she's hot. So.
Yeah, but she's also, like, you know, she feels like a grounded person and not like a sort of, like, archetype of a scary girl in that way. I don't actually know what direction that pushes her appeal. This exercise that we do is so strange. You ever, like, do introspection? I don't know. I could go with a 5, but make your argument for 4.
No, I think you're probably right. I'm just looking at, like, her being sort of nice and normal. She doesn't want you to talk to her sister, and she doesn't like you know, annoying bureaucratic shit. But she's sort of just tired from her job and would enjoy a night out on the town. And also she's hot, and she you know, she does love crushing them and beating them to a pulp.
And she loves her sister.
And she loves her sister. So I think we'll I'm happy with a 5.
05. Kinsey.
Ooh. Good question.
This one really makes you think. Really a thinking man's podcast.
Yeah.
The Thinking Man's Podcast, parenthetical about shoes. I'm trying to, like, work through my own personal biases that are pushing me in an upper Kinsey direction. You know what I mean? Do I want to give her a high Kinsey number just because I think she's hot?
I mean, I do. But
I will say that she, like, and she does have a, like, she's got a little bit of, like, queer coding to her, in the sense that, like, she seems, I don't know, I'm not gonna read her whole fucking backstory, but she seems to have had a
I read
very
it a
kind
little.
of, like, upper class kind of, like, restrictive upbringing, and now she's sort of, like, happy to be sort of, like, out of that and a little bit more doing her thing. Question mark?
I also think she has a little bit of queer coding in the way that she talks about her horns, which she's like, they are dangerous and I could gore you with them. Which, like, hey, anytime. But I do have to give some points to her. Like, this is my feature of difference that makes me strange and scary.
I don't know. There's something about the sort of, like, again, I really like her base outfit. I feel like going clubbing in, like, a white t-shirt and a black skirt is kind of a low femme activity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is a gay gender identity. And that's how I feel about her.
Can I tell you my gut feeling?
What's your gut feeling?
2.
Yeah, okay. I think that's fair.
I think she's, like, it's more that she's just kind of a punk. But, like, she is a punk, and she is, like, a subculture participant, you know? And so she's like...
It's my favorite new euphemism for a gay person. Hey, you know John from accounting? Do you think he's...
I've heard he's a
subculture
participant.
Fuck. Really good.
She's a subculture participant. So she's, like, you know, I think she's experimented and she's flexible. But like, generally speaking,
I would agree. There's nothing, you know, she has solid but, like, mild indicators of queerness, and there's nothing that jumps out at her. I.e., I love my female shifu. That is like, this is what I'm really into women. I feel like 2 is correct. 052.
052. Tomahawk Steak.
Cute. I don't know. He scares me.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. 0.
Listen, okay, though, hold on.
He's sleepy.
He's a sleepy guy.
He's sleepy. How cute is that?
Is that sufficient?
Oh, but he's, like, annoyingly sleepy. He's like, fuck off, kind of sleepy. You're too easily satisfied. Sorry, he's just not that
No,
cute.
he's not. I can't.
Appeal.
It's not a measure of quality. He's not.
He's extremely an adult man.
Brother just straight up isn't. Appeal. Oh my god, his extraordinarily childish side.
This one's hard for me. It's not that I can't find men appealing. I just, like, he's so...
Men are hard for Ivy.
He's just, like, again, he's such a... Looking at a yaoi boy is like looking at, like, a butterfly in a case for me. And it's sort of, you know...
Something you only do for work.
It's sort of become kind of this beautiful, untouchable object that it's difficult to sort of think of him as, like, having been once a living being. Did that make any sense?
Wow. I really like this. A yaoi boy is such a beautiful, untouchable object that it's hard to think of him as having once been a living being.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
It's like a butterfly in a glass case. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god. I need a minute to get over that one. I really like it. I think he has to have some appeal on account of him being a yaoi boy in one of his skins. I find it hard to find him appealing on account of his scary legs, so I'm just looking at profound elegance right now. That being said, he does seem like a fucking pain in the ass.
He does seem like a drunk, dick.
He may seem impulsive and belligerent, but his temperament is actually incredibly stable. He usually won't act rashly, and before his comrades, he even shows an extraordinarily childish side.
Oh my
God.
Ever
since the war, he'll occasionally let a look of exhaustion slip out, but his habit of getting drowsy seems to have another reason.
Can I read you his pledge dialogue? Which is his you're childish, clumsy, and have no fighting ability, defenseless, naive. I never had any expectations of you, so you don't need to change. Just continue to be yourself. From now on, there's only one thing you need to do. Become my family? Only I can point out these flaws of yours. Understood?
Yeah, which...
What the fuck, dude? Fuck off. I would throw the ring in the river.
He sucks ass.
He does. I don't want to... He doesn't even seem like a good drinking buddy.
No.
I don't know, man.
Weird. One?
Sure. He's incidentally...
I think even though he's a yaoi boy, it's like it lowers itself to only incidental because it's like
he's
you hang out with him because he's hot, and then you're like, ugh, why do I do this?
Yeah, we talk about people who are cute but who are trying not to be cute. He's trying as hard as possible to not be appealing.
Yeah.
Look at the way he fucking slings his weapon. What's your problem, dude?
Oh my god, do not remind me.
He gets a 1 appealing for being a beautiful butterfly in a glass case.
And then his Kinsey scale number.
I think that he's straight 6-in. And it's not just sort of like the yaoi connotation. I think that if you look at just his base art, this art is so fagalicious.
Yeah, it's really
the
that's
braids, the fur coat, the jeweled necklace, the Dan Flashes patterned shirts.
Right.
Come on.
The short the show of angles is already pretty gay.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I was just thinking that my initial instinct was for the sort of appeal to women that a yaoi boy has, and then you convinced me, but not for the reasons you said. I think it's just because he hates women.
Listen, if he's attracted to women, he doesn't want to know. They're all annoying shrews.
A deliberately ignorant 6.
Yeah. It's like
phenomenal. No notes.
It's like being in the closet in reverse. Fucking hell.
Some people are, you know? It's a condition. It's real.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Dusk.
Jesus Christ.
Get
me out of this episode. The end of every season 3 episode, I'm like, get me out. Let me out.
How cute is Dusk?
Fucking, I feel like
cute though.
I feel like she has to be quite cute.
Mm-hmm. Despite my feelings about her.
I mean, she's
just to say that she's more of a cool girl.
She should be a cool girl. Maybe
but they've imposed her being a cute girl, so I have to respect that.
They keep making her cute. Um, it's like, um, oh, and it's like, I'm looking at her dialogue, and she's kind of this, like, weird, ditzy, like, I don't know what's going on. I'm kooky crazy kind of thing. And that's so, like, you know, I'm not going
my
out.
God.
Don't try
Her
to make
dialogue
me...
is crazy.
Her dialogue is crazy. I loathe the word taste.
I'm not going out. Don't try to make me go out. I don't want to go out. I no longer care for the world outside. Do I dislike it? I like it fine.
I'm trapped on this ship. If anyone asks you, tell them so. You do not let them in my room. I'm taking up space. I'm refusing to perform my operator duties. Hello, I am Dusk, the great painter trapped in my room. She's Yi Song?
She's so weird. I really like it.
I loathe the word taste. Have you ever seen a stuffed genius? Like, what the fuck?
Dreams are like unto life, like unto the scroll. One sleeps this sleep. Will one sleep for millennia?
Uh-huh.
Is it true? Naturally, I speak off the cuff.
Wait, hang on. Why use a sword? There is a reason. With an inkstone sheath, one may learn the annals. With a brush sword, one may paint the celestial. Is it true? Naturally, I speak off the cuff. That's the most Yi Song,
I know, right?
like, line ever. That's genuinely like a piece of Yi Song prose. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, she's... What? Anyway, I don't know.
Tell us.
she's cute, I guess.
I think she's definitely super cute. Is there anything here that makes her less cute?
I mean, she's just kind of like a freaky deaky do, right? She's real freaky.
She's real freaky.
And she has an air to her that is sort of like arrogant artist, which is cute, but might stop her from being like max cute, you know? How cute is real Korean author Gi Song? Pretty cute, but like not
cute.
all the way there.
He's got that wet cat cute. Wet cat cute.
Wet cat cute. She's got that wet cat cute, but she's I don't know. 5. Sure.
We were gonna land on either a 4 or a 5.
I'll give her a 5. That's
or a
fine.
6, which means it's 5.
Sure, 5. I think
Appeal.
Ash is playing some fucking mind games on me for no reason. Well, if it would be a 6,
I feel like
it would
I'm
be a
always
5.
doing this.
It's
Is because it's like, I feel like it usually comes down to me to say what the number is, and so once I decide it, it's decided, and then I have to explain it in retrospect. That's
the dynamic.
Just to mess with you.
Appeal.
It was gonna be either a 4 or a 5, or maybe a 6, which means it's a 5.
As we've learned from looking at her dialogue, she's extremely
not appealing.
Fucking annoying. She's so
this is your
fucking
office?
annoying.
You're working? Then have I not come out of my room to work as well? What is the meaning of your office? Get out!
She's so fucking annoying. She hates you personally, which is crazy.
This is who I am. Deal with it.
I speak off the cuff. Have you ever seen a stuffed genius? Fucking hell. So she's
What was your name again? Oh, Girls Kiss Girls?
She's extremely fucking annoying. I don't know. Like, she's a good painter.
The new year, a human's life is brief enough as it is. It's like partitioning a tiny dot on a scroll, thinking what to draw here, what to draw there, coming and going full circle, living and dying in exhaustion. But whatever. A moment of laughing and feasting is valid enough, I suppose. She sucks shit.
Oh my god. Like a puppy or a chicken.
Like a puppy or a chicken.
But like, I don't know, she's a good painter, I guess.
She's a good painter. Do you ever, like, I guess, she does have the appeal of being, like, a kind of person who you want to think that, like, you're cool.
Yeah.
You want her to think you're cool.
Do
She
you?
never will.
I don't know. Does the hypothetical you like her?
I like her paintings.
That's true. Her Elite 2 is really pretty.
And so I'm like, oh, maybe.
But, like, I don't know. I think
Does
it's really...
having clout give her appeal?
Does she have
That's
clout?
the question we're facing.
I feel like everyone... Like, is she actually a famous artist everyone loves? Or
is she just
is
saying
she just
that?
like that?
Coming on a whim, the great painter Dusk puts only the finishing touches on all jobs.
Uh-huh.
Summon your courage to talk to her
annoying.
before she loses interest.
She sounds annoying. Does anyone like her?
She has, like,
I don't know.
12 pseudo-siblings, and I don't know if they like her.
Uh-huh. I think it's really funny to give her a 0. She really wants to be a 0.
She really wants to be a
She's
0, and I'm willing to
desperate
give that to
for
her.
Yeah.
It's a
she's
very
crying out in
0-heavy
pain.
episode.
Bitches ain't got shit.
Bitches ain't got shit.
No one in this episode has game.
Bitches ain't shit.
Carnelian has game. No one else.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Kinsey
Kinsey.
scale number.
Ah. I feel like she you know who she reminds me of?
Who?
She reminds me of the, like, annoying artist friend from Russian Doll.
Huh.
And she's
Okay.
straight. But I also, like, people have to understand that, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, I'm a participant in certain subcultures when I say this, right? But, like, you know how sometimes
I was in the middle of drinking water.
there's, like, you know how sometimes you, like, go to like a community theater thing to put on some community theater,
Mhm.
and then there's one queer artist who is just like, oh, I'm a queer artist, and so I know how to do everything, and everyone has
Yeah.
to listen to me.
Yeah.
Like, this is a very I participate in certain subcultures. Let me make that clear.
Mm.
But you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, she's like a perfect cross, I feel. She's a perfect simulacrum of a guy I knew in high school. Who everyone, I think I may have mentioned him on the podcast before. Everyone was like, he's gay, right? But he insists to this day that he's not, despite the fact that he is not only the gayest guy I've ever met, but also the most annoying. He's an extremely well-traveled, like, he's always going places and going on very expensive trips and doing high fashion shit. And he's never, ever had a female partner that I've ever been aware of. And he's, like, a homosexual. But he won't admit it.
Here's the thing about Dusk, is I feel like she lives in a co-op, but she doesn't participate in any of the co-op democratic activities.
She lives in a house with, like, 4 other people, and she does no dishes.
Yeah.
And, like, this is a pretty... Listen, I
Some-
participate in certain subcultures, but this is a pretty queer thing to do.
Sometimes she makes dinner, but when she makes dinner for the house, she eats in her room. Oh, God.
So, like... 3.
I wanna put her at a 4.
Okay, I can live with that.
I think she thinks she's a 4 because I think she thinks it's cooler to be a 4.
No, yeah, absolutely.
And if we can give Tomahawk Steak a 0, we can give her a 4.
If we can give Tomahawk Steak a 6.
A 6, fuck, sorry.
We can give her the 4 that she wants. Fuck me.
Tomahawk
Dude.
Steak is not attracted to men. He just hates women that much.
He just hates women that much.
Fuck. God, this has been a nasty end to this podcast. Really nasty end.
Lord.
And then fucking they all go to Goats Anonymous together.
Yeah, they all go get what is Carnelian has a piece of dialogue where she talks about horn care. What's she call it? Fucking a cornicure. They all go get cornicures.
Yeah, they all go to the cornicure spa together. And Tomahawk Steak and Dusk just like hate each other.
They hate each other
so much. And Carnelian
is participating in the like faggy sort of gossip circle, even though she's a 2.
She's 2s are allowed to. It's fine. But she's just like, oh my God. Can I get back to my sheep?
Can I get back to my sheep?
Great, awesome.
She's
Great
there
job.
mostly for the horn care.
Uh-huh. And then
Tomahawk Steak and Dusk are there mostly to snipe at each other.
Yeah, Jesus.
They're like, I know that the other one will be there, and I can't let this slide.
Uh-huh. God.
Holy fuck.
Fuck me. Great. And that's another episode of Sold Mates in the Bag.
That's another sold mate.
We sold that, mate. me at the mates dealership. I'm so tired. Sorry. I'm like actually
Me at the mates dealership. I'm so tired.
Me at the mates dealership. Can I make this a sold mate? For you?
Can I get a fucking soulmate?
Oh my God.
Good lord. Okay, first guy.
Uh-huh.
I'm rolling them. Eat this.
I can probably make this. Oh, this guy's cute.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then...
Sort of a nice change of pace from this episode in a way. And then, next, it's... What the fuck? Who is this?
Okay. I like that I put the links in and then type in their names myself. Oh!
Sure.
Yeah!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wow, holy shit.
I feel like the vibes of this next episode might be very different from this current episode. in a good
different
way.
Month.
It'll be
It'll be a different month.
I'm so tired.
Wow. Well, we'll see you next time on Soul Mates Podcast.
See you next time on Soulmates Podcast. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
傷つけるのは癒すよりもずっと簡単です。でも、これって誇れることなんでしょうか？